Limerick Pier conducts a joint inspection along the ELWARRA Streetlight Corridor project that was launched sometime in September of this year. And we are here right now on the corridor. As you can see, we are moving to inspect every lot. As you may be aware that this project hire 5 contracting companies placed at different lots here at this corridor to be able to fast track the project. We'll be doing this joint inspection. The project it seeks to ensure that road safety along this corridor, as the ELWARRA corridor is very significant. It is the front and back door of the entry and back of the country. And as this corridor leads to the Lone International Airport, the Roberts International Airport, and there has been significant and incremental cases of accidents along this corridor. Why the corridor is under road construction, it is also necessary that the corridor receive the ambience, the visuals, so that people that are passing along this corridor will be able to have clear visual. So today, the Minister of Information, Honorable Jared Limerick Pier, alongside the Managing Director of the Liberia Electricity Corporation, will conduct this joint inspection, and we will just make a few technical adjustments, and we'll get back to you with this commentary. So just stick and still. We are doing this joint inspection here. So we are currently along the ELWARRA corridor right now. Yes, so welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. Like I said earlier, in September of this year, the Liberia Electricity Corporation launched this street light project along the ELWA junction towards the Roberts International Airport. And this corridor was clustered into 2 lots. Lot 1 begins from the ELWA junction towards the EBK barracks, and lot 2 begins from the Disco Hill towards the ELWA junction. So as you can see, we are in a convo there. The Minister of Information is just ahead of us. And ahead of the Minister of Information, there is the Managing Director of the Liberia Electricity Corporation. So we are conducting a joint inspection. And shortly we will be making a stop where you can see they will interact with some contractors here. And this is to ensure that stock monitoring is ongoing here. And just ahead is the team. A joint inspection. Addressing the is on the left side. Alongside the Director of the Electricity Corporation conducts the managing director. This is the Minister of Information. So you see the pressure on my back. How you doing? So my man. So the cable trench. How is it? You guys have started installing those? Yeah, we are coming. For every section. For every section. I see that you guys have installed all the lights on the side. Yes. You. This when you implemented what actually happened was I like a tower. We need to office under the tower. That's why we stopped for this time. So we have to schedule for 1 week. People to put that side. How many hours? We scheduled for 3 hours. 3 hours. I mean, we got to off that whole. Yeah. I'm not going to the hospital. Yeah, we take to the hospital. But then we need to work with the hospital. Okay. Before. So, how does it, appear to be doing this project? What can you say? Well, it's a great thing to be doing the project. It's a great experience, and it's very important for us as a country to carry all this type of projects. What's your role? What's your name? Sorry. Oh, I'm Stuart Recover. I'm the co-lead engineer for the project, the design, stage, training, and supervision of the contractors. How long this project will last? You doing it? At what time? And he's going to support about your team. And the team there is working. So that's why we tend to go underground instead of overhead. What's the difference between overhead and underground? It's how you look for it is like I said, it's a national standard. That's why all the like around the world, that's how people do it. So we have a carpet then that it will look so beautiful and unique for the system to be underground. So that's why we decided to go underground. Thank you, your name again? You walk over. Thank you. Yes. Thank you for talking to us. So we are here and the team is.
All around chapters here working with being brought here. Yes, so this institution so in the coming days, RIA will be elected. There are boxes of light, people, all of that. Here, contractors are working, they are gradually doing this restoration. You see that they have already dropped, the whole cable, they are already dropping it. You can see the cable from the land is from one pole to another. You see every far distance. They are now installing the lights on the pole. Some of the road users how this project impacts the community, their users much more. Those who are using the both are here along with Mama very purposely here that we are is coming most of what the president announced is most of our
Ready to start with a man who is in charge. There's a managing director, you know it, right? But why you want to kind of be
So, sir, let me say welcome to you.
Thank you.
I mean,
Happy to meet you.
yeah, thank you. We are seeing your here from what
Well, the theme is here connecting the street lights, as you indicated from your intro. The president mandated us to electrify the corridor from EAWA junction all the way to RRA. And we're going along as the road is completed, construction of the road. We finish that, we continue, we proceed. And look, right behind me, these are steel poles, EAWA junction, all the way to the curve there, opposite the EAWA hospital. Very good. From there, we will take concrete pole, rehab, all the way to EPK barracks. There were the new road stop. Then from the airport, coming all the way to Disco Hill, we will also put street lights there. So we are moving. These guys are working on the 4/7 to make sure everything is completed before Christmas.
So I believe this is done segment. So how long will the first segment be?
I just told you that before Christmas we will be done with the first segment, and the president will put the light on. And what that means is that security for the community, as well economic activities for those that want to develop markets, small shops, and so forth along the route. You will see we have 250 watts each of these lights. So once we put it on, it will be like broad daylight. Yeah.
We have approximately 20 days to Christmas to this day.
Mhm.
Will you complete where you are?
The first segment, yes, we will. We are sure to complete that. That's why we are working in parallel, not sequence. So to make sure, and we're working 24/7 in the evening shift. Yeah.
We have been seeing other street lights in central Monrovia or Pinsville in the past. The wires are connected from one pole to another in the air, but this time is different. Tell us.
Oh, they are static. Oh, yes. This is the modern way of building street lights. Nobody sees the light, we bury them under the ground. And this time around, we bury them in such a way that nobody will be able to steal it.
How?
Well,
That's
they are
Zogos
buried.
and all of that.
Well, if Zogo wants to see 1 meter, you got to dig 1 meter. So when you start digging 1 meter without anybody seeing you, so that's how we're doing it. So in order for you to stick just 1 meter of cable, you got to dig 1 meter down, 1 meter through the left in order to get that cable. So again,
In terms of numbers, can you tell us how many pieces of lights expected on this hour?
we are in more than 200 lights for the first section. Poles, pieces of lights. Each pole carrying one light.
People are describing you as electricity, Madrid, Ronaldinho,
Like every Barcelona.
and all of that, Barcelona.
I'm a Barca fan. Exactly.
And all of that. How come, Nigerians are wondering how come there were several MD before you and now you are here, but you have been given such a need? Tell us more about it.
We just providing the right leadership. Once you provide the right leadership, Liberians, they are working people, smart people. We have 90 to 95% people that are working every single Liberians. I didn't bring anybody. So what I did, give the support, the tools, the autonomy to them work, hold them accountable for results.
Robert, can we then look at the durability of the light? How durable is it?
The lights are durable by standard.
What's the lifespan of the light?
They can go years, 2-3 years. Of course, we need to maintain them. That's why we have our maintenance schedule. Most of these lights we need to regularly maintain them, maybe every 6 months. We go clean them. But some of these LED lights, they go a year or two.
Looking at Nigeria as a developing country, do you think we need light that will spend 3 years at the lifespan?
No, the light bulbs, I'm not saying light bulbs will spend 3 years. You see poles that are planted, they are concrete poles, they are also steel poles. They can go as far, even more than 5 years. The bulbs, these lights, you can always change them. When you use them, some of them will go a year or two. We replace them. That's it. Like any other country.
So there's a plan for making.
Oh yes, everything we do we have maintenance strategy. Yeah.
Normally in Liberia, the main issue we have in Liberia is maintenance. I mean, how guarantee it is that you maintain the street lights and system?
One thing I can tell you, just sit and watch.
We have heard that numerous times.
Have you heard before that there will be zero load shedding? You heard it. It happened, right? Zero load shedding means no, to say in Ghana, so you have 4 hours, then in 72nd, 3 hours. Well, now everybody get lights at the same time, right? We said it and we're doing it through the support of all the staff of LEC. I'm telling you, we do have maintenance strategy, and what that means is that as we construct with you, we develop a strategy how we're going to maintain, to sustain it over time, not to just leave it for it to destroy. So I can tell you that.
Some Liberians are saying maybe we are still around the rainy season. That's why you're saying all of these things.
So in Liberia, at what time, you know your season, right? When does the rainy season start?
October 15th.
Today is what?
Today is the 5th of December.
Okay.
But it's still raining.
That's sort of.
We still have little rain. Maybe that's why
all of that. All right.
We still have some so like yesterday.
Ask me in February again.
Okay. So where we are now, the Kingway area in campus, they are being hotspot for kind of criminal activity, more especially this community of Malile. And now you are identifying the place. What can you tell the residents of
that we're going to electricity going to provide security for them. The fact that there will be electricity light in the night, it means everything will be bright. People will be secure in terms of whoever wants to steal, they should think twice. Because usually roads, thief will look in the dark to do their clandestine activity. But once you put electricity, it's creating not just economic activities, but also providing security. And I can tell them they should rest assured. These lights are here, they are on national grid, and they will be more brighter than what you see now.
Just after I did a bit, recently we visited the Mount Fortune power plant where the LEC is constructing power plant. How far with that project? Because
The solar project?
yes, unit ground
Yeah.
gave a time unit. And
I told you we're going to do in December, right?
yes, and we are in the
It will be delayed by 1 month.
okay, so meaning we are hoping for January.
Yes,
What date in January?
the end of January.
End of January.
Yes.
Will we not all short February?
No. We just we have the transformer in town. What is delaying of public works? We are working with public works to fix the Tower Road. We don't want to put the transformer on that road for the transformer to get damaged. So once we complete that in a week or two, we'll transfer the transformer and we try to push
Honorable
to
Sherry,
put the light on.
Honorable Sherry Motorado is fast growing. When you go around the center, to be particular around the football farm, do you reside there complain for electricity there, no electricity? What's the plan to electrify the football farm community? It's a very
No, that's a
huge
very
growing
big.
community.
As we speak, Cooper Fund, we got them on the list for next budget. So sort of first we do assessment. We started doing the assessment of Cooper Fund. Then based on those assessments that we did, we were able to put in our budget to expand our network there, our connections. And that is part of the broader objective of connecting 100,000 customers a year. Part of that whole Mission 300 and the arrest agenda. So yes, we did not forget about Cooper Farm. We've already conducted assessment.
Before I give my police the chance, I'm also know the budget of Liberia. At times we experience fluctuation of current on our campus.
When last did you experience that?
That 2 days ago. So I
Fluctuation?
mean, yes.
Fluctuation, what do you think?
Okay,
No.
yes, okay.
No.
So what's the plan to give us stable current?
No.
At the campus
What you experience is not off and on. Sometimes we change the feeders. It takes few minutes, up to like 6-7 minutes. That's it. It's like your generator. You change it. That's not off and on. Let us be realistic.
So, Honorable Sharif, your immediate actions are visible. The Liberians around are feeling the impact. Let's run us through what are your medium or long-term plan. Where do you, in the next 5 years, see LEC going?
Oh, in the next 5 years, everybody, part of our vision, each and every Liberian, we need the 75% access rate. Yeah, 75% access rate. We want to make sure Liberians, 75% of Liberians, not only in Montserrado, beyond Montserrado, to have access, not just electricity, but reliable, affordable, and sustainable electricity in 5 years' time. That's what we're looking at. And that is part of our arrest agenda, Mission 300. So we are moving aggressively as part of our own strategic plan to move to connect. Every kilometer we connect, every new connection is an opportunity for economic development, economic growth, and economic opportunity for everybody. Yeah.
We say with all the effort you are making, there's folks who still doing power theft. What's the plan to curtail the issue of power theft?
Oh, power theft. We have our power loss reduction strategy. We have a strategy going straight digital modernization, digital transformation.
And how
part
so?
of that is smart metering. ASAP. Thank
Okay.
you, gentlemen.
Thank you. So,
Mr. Minister.
yeah, so Recently,
we
have
have the Minister of Information.
actual deputy. What can you say about the power?
Sometimes the choice of word is off tangent. The role of government is not to post. So no, we don't post. We say what we want to do as a government and work towards doing it. If you find that posting them is a wrong application of the concept. We continue to, that's my work. I'm the Minister of Information. But I don't have the answers to everything. People who lead the different sectors, they have the answer. So when they come to me and say, we do X, Y, Z at this time, and I say it, it's not a post. Because the right to information is something we can't take away from the citizens. They have the right to information. So we'll get the information, we'll bring it to you. That's the reason why you see us together on this inspection. Like you said, the process of electrifying the Rawalpindi Highway is on. And we just wanted to come back, see what the folks are doing, encourage them to, and then also get commitment from them on whether they will keep what we said to the public. And I don't know whether you were around when you were talking to them. They are keen and clear that yes, they will keep their schedule. So work is ongoing. You see how the lighting system is being done on both sides of it. And these are not street, they are not solar lights. I think you got that from him. These are stuff that are connected to the power grid. So the current that will be provided by these lights is from the grid, not solar. And like you said, we're landing them up straight to the RIA, but part of what they're trying to do, like you see this place, the road is finished. When you're coming from the RIA, coming to the top, a good portion of the road is also finished. So all the places where the road is finished, they put these lights. So we turn it on by the 15th, as I said. We hope your issues are good. Let's go. They put the light on, come and just show the people what they play with. We look at in the night when the lights are on. You'll be surprised at what you see. Far different from what you see on Broad Street and other streets. The lights are there, they have some visibility, but they're not as bright as what you see here. When the lights that are here are put on, there will be darkness in day. So the place will be as bright as daylight. So for us, once the different sectors are doing their job, ours is just to communicate it. But the communication I go to see with your own eyes, so I feel with the envy to see it. And it's good that some of you are here to see. See the guys are doing the work right now as it's happening. Just look over there and see what's going on.
So many.
Look over there and see what's going on. Yeah. Guys up there. So people now already spend their while doing the putting the final touches together. And then when they switch on, all you see is like the street paved with gold, as people would say.
So many, your description when it comes to electricity along the route International Airport Highway will no longer be abstract.
I don't know what you mean by abstract. You're student for 3 years, people been just speaking to people all day. Yeah.
Basically, what does it mean for the government as compared to 2029?
So what we're doing is not in connection with 2029. That's what governments can fail. When they give you a period to govern, and rather than focusing on governance, focusing on the investment that are years away, then you feel all right. Because you know what that can make you to do? You will do a lot of inferior projects because the goal is political. You just want to show something. That's the reason why most of the cities were lighted with solar light. You see them today? So development that is deep. You can be doing cosmetic and quick impacting just to impress people politically. And you call the presidency from time to time, his interest is in the next generation, not the next election. Once you put election ahead of development, everything you do will be facade, will be something or will not be properly done. So all we're concerned about is that we've been elected for 6 years. Is that not so? We are committed to doing what we're supposed to do as a government for that next 6 years. After this 6 years, it's up to the Liberian people to decide what they want. And what they want is what they will get. By the time they're getting us, we don't want to betray them. So we're delivering. Look, we're talking energy right now, right? When we say we're taking a concession from People Farm to build the whole Western Liberia, the road network, there are a lot of criticisms on both sides retracted. We saw some actors who say, throw that thing away. This is not good for the country. Our lawmakers review the concession. Both houses of the legislature have passed it. meaning we look for implementation. What that will do at the end of the day, even far ahead of 2029, is you can drive from Monrovia to Bow Side on 4-lane road. We drive from Monrovia to Clay on 4-lane and from Clay to Tottenberg on 2-lane. We drive on 2-lane from Tottenberg to Bapon. We drive on 2-lane from Medicoma to Guanjima. And then from Vanguard to Guanjima, the road will come back. Putting several contractors on that road once we have this concession. So now one company do it and they go step by step until they reach no. Somebody started from the other side, somebody started from the other side. You don't want to finish the roads on time and with quality.
Mr. Pierre, are you taking the consideration the change of climate in Liberia to have 2 seasons?
We do know.
Looking at 5-year duration, do you think those who you are
That's why we put in many contractors on the road. That's why we put in many contractors on the road.
What's your message to Liberians, especially ahead of the festive season? I will be plying this road, motorists, pedestrians, and community dwellers. Maybe sometime we send to the Zobo too. That's a message.
What is it? Do your thoughts,
But you don't think you know about Zobo. You know Zobo.
I know that there are some disadvantaged young people who are in the street. Maybe somebody call them Zobo, but I think the disadvantage and we should be concerned as to how we can help them as a country, not just government. And don't stigmatize them by sometimes on the lectures and put them against people. But all of us, whether you that name you poor or you ordinary citizen, when developments are brought, we all must protect it together. I also can be concerned about people, stealing the installations that are ongoing. If you were passing by in the night when somebody got no reason being around this pool and you see them acting the TV something, what would you do? You get by?
No.
So we all must actively protect the infrastructure that we are developing. Because it's always the case where when you're making progress, there are other people who want to take care of it. But you got to remain focused, you got to be strong. Let's do what we all have to do together. There you see, Muhammad Sharif has been doing great job. They are electrifying different places. I live broadly, and I've always said that example. And just the other day when I came to another country, I went, I saw street lights all over the place. Last night when I went home, beyond street, I saw some homes being connected. I was just trying to pray. He said, but I live in a place where I saw homes connected, you are not connected my home. We asked the put it, no, we just started with continuing and the homes that are listed will all be connected. So in the next 2 days, 2 or 3 days, somebody like me and all my neighbors there who've been struggling to have access to current, gotta be buying, gotta be buying gasoline every night. And now just have to focus on putting money in my own meter and switching my current on like somebody 2 years, somebody else enjoying 2 other. I have not enjoyed, even though I'm talking about the government. Mm-hmm. So me and the other people who live in that place, the meters that he approved that are not being installed, the phones being connected, he approved it for 4 meters. It's just a first step. As much as you see the customer demand, they will find a way to get the meter, they will connect more people because the essence of what we do is people don't have access to energy. It solves a lot of problems. To my heart, again,
I mean, they see.
Because when I leave, I kind of work. Even though I can see a generator in the never, when I kind of work, in the day, the generator will be up. All the super small. The put it electricity in my house, I can go 5 days, just got put in the freezer, it will just be on.
I see what people are saying, they can no buy. Because
even the 5 days to stay finished, you got to go back.
Okay.
So, Minister, my question to you, please. So, speaking of current energy, I want to know when is government going to mandate compulsory current in schools like elementary schools, because current is available everywhere, stable, but you still see schools running without electricity in classes.
Public infrastructures are normally targeted for electrification or many other programs. The Ministry of Education been doing much more. They have a number of schools that are solarized. The Ministry of Health got a number of schools that are solarized.
Howdy, yo. That's how we say hi in Texas. All girls style. How you guys doing? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're watching from. Welcome to the Nightly Exchange. Thank you for being here. Thank you once again for being so patient and waiting on us. Guys, I tell you, there's so much going on behind the scene. Personally, everybody has some kind of thing going on. I think if you noticed, yesterday we didn't come on. I had 5 exams to take, and I couldn't make it. I had to get them submitted by 11:59. So after my little training, I had to jump on this. So, and then kids, I'm juggling a lot of things. So please forgive us. And it's December. A lot of people been traveling back home, other things, family matters. That's why family, what's his name? Everybody have it going on. So bear with us, the ones who are trying to make it here every day but not on time. We will get it together. Everybody got stuff going on. As it calm down, then the schedule would be set and everything would be, good from there. But right now, especially around the holidays, Lord, people traveling, going back home, right? You guys who do that every year, you should know how hectic it is. You gotta, especially when you go on with families or going with children, it's too much, and then gotta get ready, prepare for family. It's a lot of expensive, and everybody's jumping all over the place, and then the hours and the days are not long anymore. You would like the moment the daylight hits, before you look down, the moment that clock hit 12 o'clock, it's like from there it just start going. You won't even know. And it get dark really fast these days. By 5 o'clock on my end, it's already dark. So yeah. So it's a lot of things going, but we love our country. We try to come here every night and talk and have our say. We're not the so much of the big propagandas and stuff like that, but we love to come on to have our say in it too, young Liberians. Here, like I said, and every day people want to cry on somebody being part of this, somebody being not neutral. We are not journalists here, right? Everyone on here, from the day we started the show, we have our own sides. Even Emmy or anybody who sits here and said they're hosting, they all have that size. Okay, so everybody come here. If you can stand the heat, please join us in the kitchen and have your say. Okay, and it's what we call in Liberia, or what we call in Liberia, intellectual forum. If you can dish it out there, make sure you're ready for some heat. When you get in the heat, don't be a crybaby, okay? And just and start to cry about it. Be a man or woman about it, and have a thick skin. And most of my sister, a lot of things going on too. So they haven't, but they'll start coming. Okay, they're getting ready for everybody else. So yeah, it's not just Emmy. It's not just the only girl on this show. I think a lot of you who've been watching us for Spoon Late Night, you know that, right? So it's just been a lot going on, and people are getting it together. And life hits sometimes. Things happen. You have to handle it. Even though we love Liberia, but you also have to, live here. So you have to do what you have to do to get it together. Yes, John, I am. Well, I'm a Philly girl, right? But I live in Texas now, so I'm not from Texas. Okay, you see my Eagles shirt, even though we got whooped last night, a really bad whooping. I was very hurtful. I don't know what's going on with AJ Brown and Jalen Hurts, but I still rep my team. I still gotta show them that I love them. So I got my Eagles gear going on. So when you see me right now, you should know where I'm from. We're from Marshall Territory. You should know where I'm from. So yeah, so that's your answer, you, John. Thank you, everyone. Please share the show. Please share the show. Please share the show until others can join me. The ones who can join me so we can get started. It's already 10 o'clock. My end. I always put the link in the chat because just in case you want to join. Some people be telling me that they can see the link. I don't know what I'm doing that you can't see the link, but when I put it in there, I can see it. So I don't know why people always say they don't see it, but it's right there. It's shining. YouTube and Facebook right there. So you can just click on one of those links and come up here. Let's run our mouth about Liberia. I always say Africa, right? We always want to include our brothers. We ought to be our brothers' keepers. You know, one Africa, one continent. Isn't that what we're all fighting for? Would it ever happen? Well, that's another topic for another day. But we still have to show love to our brothers and sisters. I know we're always focusing on Liberia, but we try to say something that is, that need awareness. Like we talked about the other day, the killing of Christians and slaughtering of those people in the north, and the government of Nigeria is in denial of it. We talked about it at I think last week here. Those things, those kind of things, that need attention, that the world needs to pay attention to. We will highlight those things on here as we see fit, right? So, but mostly we are about Liberia. And because because we're trying to be selfish, because we're trying to push, it's like we're on a race right now to catch up with everybody else in that region, West Africa. And then we go to the east, and then we go to the north, and then we go to the south, right? We got a lot of catching up to do. So we have to talk. We have to bring this awareness. And it's not just, I know people always have to think it's on their own government. No, not at all. It's upon every one of us. If Liberia will get better. Government have the biggest piece. Yes. But we have to, especially you who live in the country, when the government is trying, you have to protect it. You have to help out too. Country building. You can't just be about me, or the kind of notion that we have in Africa that that's government property, or that government that's who you treat it like is like it's nothing. You destroy it. Those kind of things, like you should know, you're destroying something, money from your pocket, because if there's something government's supposed to do next to bring money in our community, guess what? That thing you destroy, they have to pay attention to fixing it first. And now what? You never thought about it that way. So you think that, because our government is our government, yeah, government there, but who generating? Where they going? Government generating money from? If they're not borrowing, getting aid from outside the country, you taxpayer, you the Liberians, things that's supposed to happen to miners and stuff. Things that's supposed to happen for you. If you're not taking care of government property, that's supposed to be your property, right? If you're not taking care of it, you suffer it also, not just government. Though the people who work in government, they're not taking any money out of their pocket, out of that purse. Nobody's touching their personal money from the country caucus. That's why we all need to protect. We all need to push government feet to the fire. You can love whoever you love, right? But when they're doing something bad, call them out. Call them out on there. If you see somebody, like the video was just watching, how the MD of LEC is about to, he's running a red race about to get his lights on before the Christmas from the RIA Road to Olivia Johnson. He's trying to turn the lights on. Now, before we heard story, we who live in the U.S. that Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf tried to do something like that, but it was solar panel or whatever on those light posts and stuff. And what? It all got stolen from there. And what happened? People who live around that corridor, that road, those community, and we who comes from out of the country and other places coming into Monrovia at that time, the whole street is dark. Some people then, out of fear of, for their life, they sleep at the airports. All of that, it bothers every one of us. So if you're living around that community and then you see somebody doing something like that at night, I didn't tell you to go fight them. Don't come lie on me, say Amy told me, that's not what I told you to do. Go somewhere and call the police. Go somewhere and call somebody. Tell somebody. They will tell authority. Don't just sit there and just, look how they put in. Not my business, yeah. Let me pass and go by my business. That's your business too. Because if you live in that area and you got light shining all over you, when they do that, guess what? They're taking that lights away from you. Security. When that place is clear up, guess what? Nobody there to come sit there and want to do something in the dark, right? That whole place is clear up because it got lights, so people are scared to do any bad things. But if you don't take care of it, guess what? Then you bring those bad boys and girls back in that areas, and it's child. So it's everybody business for us to see Liberia where we want it to be. Now, you would not take money from your pocket to put those light posts up. Those are the government responsibility. But this is where you come in now. You being a let's say community watcher or whatever, security, not standing there but say just watching it like, you ain't got nothing to do, just, no, that's not what I'm talking about. But in case you're walking along the way and you see something illegally, somebody doing something wrong. How you doing, Manuel? Yeah.
I'm doing good. I'm good. Thank you.
Yeah. You see somebody doing something illegal, you have to say something to authorities that are in control, of that. That is your way of helping to keep that thing up, to keep that area looking clean, to keep it, MCC come to clean up the place. Have a whole cleaning campaign on a Saturday, right? Take all the trash away. And you see these boys that are called Zogos or whatever coming in the street, or people bringing trash in the street. And you sit there, tell the MCC boss. You don't have to put your name on the paper and stick it on the wall. So you did it. That's how that's your way of helping. Right? And that's why I'm trying to get us on the radio in Liberia, because the blood of Jesus is man is he's at work. Yeah, so you sit there and then let that happen. What happened? Now that whole area get flooded with trash again. Those flies going sitting on the trash, they come into your house, going to over your children's food, yours, and you putting it in your mouth. You getting sick. It's affecting you in a way. So that's how you have to look at these things. And like I said, getting us on the radio in Liberia is working on that, because saying these things, I know most of the time we're watching is mostly people are out of the country, and people who needs to hear messages like this are people who are in the country who have this behavior and mindset of not taking care of their country, not taking care of their community. They want government to come, even to come sweep their own front door. That's not how it works. You have to pay for these things. Even here, when we tell people where we live, it looks like, trash. People come in every 2 days in a week or 3 days in a week in some communities to pick up trash. And you think it's free. It's not free. You're paying for it. It's not free. And they see you, people are reporting you when you're doing things in your own house. You got your neighbors telling on you because they want to protect their own houses. They want to keep their value up. They don't want to be there where your house, after you mess your own house up and people are looking at our house, looking all messed up. Guess what? When they come looking at their houses, they'll be like, yeah, I don't want to go near that house, so I'm not buying it. In case they're trying to sell a house. So that's how we should all look at Liberia. Say something if you see something, Don't just allow it to happen. You say, oh, not my personal property, not my day, so I would not say anything. Let me not say anything. That is not a good thing for us as Liberians. So yeah, I wish I was there to see the light of those streets, but I know I will go to see it. I know I always tell you about my 2023 trip, y'all. And I always say because that was the turning point of my life. I never used to pay so much. Are you ready?
Yeah, sorry, I got a call. I was taking care of.
I know. I had to put you in the back. So, like I was telling my story.
The next thing to me about our brother Josh, I was saying.
Josh, Timber thing, he ain't fire. He ain't crying. I'm gonna do it. But anyways, yeah, like I was saying, 2023 has been it's turning point of my life when I went to Liberia. That's when I really started paying attention to Liberia, right?
Oh, really?
And then I came back, I was like, what? Who was it? I wanted to know who all was in the election. I want to campaign. But I'm not on the ground. What do I do? So when I got the opportunity to go on Spoonland, I said, yes, I will come. It was hard though. I was gonna, shy to do that first. This is not. I'm a very shy person, y'all. You just see me on here. Thank God to Spoonland night, but I couldn't even do it. I had to. It was this name Georgia got me dragged on his whatever. But anyways, so that was the turning point of my life because when I went, I saw Liberia. And I always tell people, I said when I was young in the 90s, living in Liberia, I know that people call it war days, right, Emmanuel? But it was so free. It was so clean. It was quiet. It wasn't hot the way it is now. Everything was so different. But when I went back in 2023, that was my first time going back. And I haven't gone back. I was like 26, 25 years later. I don't want to say it too hard, but I still can say, why are you putting your mouth in our business? So I don't like to say it too hard. So, but yeah, when I went and I see him, I couldn't make it out. Nowhere, Emmanuel. So everywhere I went, when I asked, where is this place, right? Like, fun thing. And then when the Yellow Junction, I was like, where is this place? And it's my Yellow Junction. This is what I did. I went like this.
Why?
Like I try to flip it around for every angle. I said, nah, I don't see it. All life to me, I say, well, yes, but I still remember these places. I said, yeah, if I can't remember, at least it should be for something good, not for something bad, I'm seeing trash, stings.
During your days, that big building wasn't there though.
You barely see the big building. It's people everywhere, like blocking it, like Michael, whatever. It was crawling up. You better say, I don't even know what people there's something they're talking about. I couldn't even nothing. I'm like, okay. And I've seen a lot of makeshift structures, a lot of places with bushes. I get it. But it's nothing good there. And I know coming from the Rafi Highway going, it was a lot of bushes. There was nothing there. But now you see some things, you see some Google structures there, but a lot of it coming in the city is a lot of, Zen rounds and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it's different, but it's really not impressive different, right? I don't know if that's good English, but
I'll ask you to tell what I'm good English.
But yeah, it was not something I was impressed with. And then the heat, every little alleyway that I used to go and play in on Benson Street, because I was living on Benson Street, right? So I told my sister, let's go to my neighborhood. And then when we went out, it was a mess.
Mm.
Everywhere. I said, this cannot be the so-called normal days. And the war days be better. And people, every time I see people be like, oh no, it was just to the things. It was just, yeah. Just to like give me a medal like that from the bush. She did not make it like that. But, you know. But anyways, that was my turning point. And I just, from then on, I started paying attention to Liberian politics, and I started running campaign, and I wanted Judge Weah removed, and I was looking for the right person, and I did my little research on President White Guy, and a lot of impressive things, right? And he had a number to remove him, so that was my.
So you're looking for somebody with a number, but another person who have that.
Well,
ability.
my first name was Mr. Cummings. That was my first, but then he didn't have the numbers, right? He did not have the numbers, and then President White Guy had. Then I wanted those two to go together, but since it wasn't working, I supported the guy with the numbers to get it done, to get the job that I wanted done, to get it done. And it happens. So here we are. We should all be, you know, if I was going to sit here and be like, oh, I don't know, like we're acting like
so why you want that Judge Weah removed so bad?
I just told you. When I went there, I wasn't impressed. I just told you. There was a lot of things that I thought I wasn't impressed at all.
So that's one of the last time you visited there.
2023?
Before 2023, one of the last time you were in Liberia.
1997.
90s?
Yeah.
Yes.
So, but my mother went back every time. So she knew. But anyways, were you watching it? You did that play?
Yeah, I watched the electricity boss were talking LEC.
Yeah.
That's when I watched, and I also watching the information minister.
Mm-hmm.
Those are two I watched.
Yeah, those were the two that I played. So I think they're showcasing the project, the lighting thing. I guess they're trying to get it done, in grand style before the Christmas. So I hope they shouldn't be rushing up people. They should get it done right. If they can't do it by Christmas, then do it by New Year. But let it be, at least let it be done right, not till something. But yeah, it's a good thing because, like I said, a lot of people sleep at that hotel, Farmington or whatever, and it's very expensive because they're afraid of the dark, roads are coming into Monrovia at night when plane land at the airport. So that's a good thing to have the area lights up that the drivers can see. And I hope they shouldn't take advantage of that and think it's birthday and they start running like they're crazy, because let's see daylight.
So I'll bring us to a little thing that I always say: nothing has changed. Things are happening, but they are not changed. Now, let me tell you what I want to see that will be a little bit different, in my opinion. The current is a good thing. Seriously, I know, reading it out.
Mm-hmm.
But what made me to jump to nothing has changed is the issue of the drivers. In Liberia, anybody can just become a driver.
Yeah.
I want us to get to the point where drivers will go for driver tests, like we're doing in Morocco here. Like that, when you build something in Liberia, it will last.
Mm-hmm.
Most of they like put building like people running inside there, trucks will run inside there, cars will run into there because people getting cars, they are not drivers. They just move the car and we get a license. So at the end of the day, good things that we build get destroyed overnight because anybody can go and become driver, anybody can go in the street and become technician, anybody can do anything for that matter.
I mean, forget about the polls, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not talking about forget about those. What about the human beings they're running in? The accident.
Right. So I want us to get to the point where we say, before you become a driver, Get it, the traffic department will go and test you. Be qualified to be a driver before you go in the street. People are dying, and every country around us is trying to build up their population. We can't be destroying our own population every day because of carelessness.
And we got the smallest.
We not have population in the first place. We are bigger than Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone got population.
Oh, bigger than Sierra Leone?
Oh, Liberia bigger than Sierra Leone.
No kidding.
I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. And Liberia, Sierra Leone population almost 2 times Liberia.
What?
Yeah. We are very small when it comes to population, and we keep getting outside every day. Because anybody can go and buy it, become buy rather anybody can get
that's the part, the scariest part. Like when they're explaining those stories, like people just go and tell them, well, this is why that was another thing that I wanted to do, right? But when I went there, I got scared. I couldn't do it because the way I seen those boys moving between those cars and stuff.
Right.
I couldn't do it. And when I asked how do they know these people know how to, they said they don't know. They just get up. I said, so anybody can just get up and sit there.
Right.
In the traffic and you don't know whether they know how to ride and you just jump in. I said, oh no, I'm not doing that. That's how I want to go back in one piece. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
It's very dangerous. We need to get to the point where certain things will actually happen differently. At least that's at least the thing happening.
Well, the thing about it is that, Emmanuel, the thing about it is that it's not just going to happen overnight. It's progress, right? Change just don't come overnight. So the fact that those things are happening, I know for some of us who, like you said, you see most of the thing in normal days, but for some of us who don't know what normal days is, right? When we see some other things in Liberia, it's a change for us.
I'm not ruling it out. Like I said, I'm not ruling it out. I just want something different. Like I was driving in Liberia. I did that. What didn't happen? You mute yourself? Small now, Mr. Gazana. Are you muted? I'm hearing sound from behind you.
Yeah, the echo.
Is he hearing me?
You're frozen.
Go ahead. It's not frozen.
I'm hearing you, not from my end. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. No problem. Yeah, we got electricity. Good thing. We got roads. Good thing.
Welcome, Mr. Davis.
But how are we securing those things that we have? Because when a human being who's supposed to take care of it is not trained to it, it's not safe. That RIA road is building it. If you need building it, another thing we're going to be grappling with is the killing of people with reckless driving. Because anybody just join our roads. I saw the road. The part of it I saw, it was from Rehab Junction. No, is it Rehab? I don't think it reached Rehab, but from like Joy Weir era, and they'll play President Boga Guy house. Rehab Junction. From Rehab Junction to EIW Junction, the road it was when I went there 2023, it was built. It was that almost 6 lane. But guess what? People can intentionally take the opposite side.
Oh yeah, I've seen that too.
Cars are going on the right, shall we be going, on the right? Those are should be the but people intentionally go on the opposite side. Because people are not trained to it. People are not everybody just supposed to drive. Go see the Japan Highway, the one you call Somalia Drive, the one that went through red light to Freeport. The same thing happening there. Drivers will intentionally turn to the opposite lane and go. And some policemen do not stop. They might likely run into you. It's bad. We can't build a country like that. You can't keep destroying the country and then you keep blaming the government. Just go see the gutter along the way. They put the trash and put it all inside there. And then they blame the government for everything. I want us to introduce new things in school. I know what people take survey from in school for. I think that Mr. David making this sound. Please meet us.
Thank you, Mr. David.
Yeah. So it's a we need to introduce new things. I know Mr. Kasama bad to go teach small. He doesn't belong here anymore.
Yeah. Let's hear you.
He didn't hear me.
Yeah. I mean, thanks for the thanks for the show. I mean, we hear every time. It's like a national call. We gotta come here. Yeah, there are a lot of people that say, man, I get time for that. You're like, bro, man. Your TV and you're like, bro, thing. People say,
Who said that?
yeah, people say that to us a lot, but I mean, it is what it is. But look, let me say this, right, Amy? For me, what I see happening in recent time, I just come to the realization that maybe these are some of the reasons why the country is backward, the country being the way it is for years. Because I've not seen a group of people that are so bent on wishing so much bad for their country.
Oh, yeah.
I've not seen that. It's actually unimaginable. I can't just get it around my head. Because, like I said, I've sat down and think. I said maybe that's the reason why the country be so backward. Maybe that's the reason why we'll be having reckless leaders, corrupt leaders, terrible leaders. Because the people themselves, the people that they govern. Because sometimes bad people get bad leaders. It's just about it. It's just about it. Because how can you have a country where people are just bent on bad news? They just celebrate bad things for the country. How do you expect a country to go forward? And as a result, when somebody will just kind of say, I don't get time for like run team, I'll just do what I'll do. People will still stand for me, people will just support me. And these are just some of the reasons why the country been the way it is. Because trust me, any country that got serious people, that people really serious, they really love their country, they stand for their country. No leader will come and try nonsense. I swear to God. No leader will come in power and do nonsense. Because I listened to the short clip when you were the LEC guy. People don't even believe. People don't even believe
imagine that? Yeah.
People don't even believe that it's possible for Liberia to get stable electricity. Dry season, no dry season, wet season, what kind of season?
You heard them arguing with him, like,
yeah.
But it's still easy. But it's not. I'm like, are you serious?
I don't get it. The LEC, they rainy season, dry season. So what about all the other countries? They didn't get rainy season, dry season. They don't even believe that a country can get stable electricity. They don't believe it. They feel it's not possible for it to happen. It can't happen. Oh, they're not dry season. Oh, come on. It's just so.
Yeah, I'll continue, Morris. But the thing is, they fail to realize there's a lot of work that Mohammed has done over there. He had put in a lot of, like, all those solar farm and things that he's trying to, to add on to that grill. They have no idea. They just, their thing is, it's just the same old thing. Like, just move one bus and just say one bus down. But no, they don't know that man, like, he knows his craft. He knows what he's doing. They have no idea. So they'll continue to believe that.
People just no, they can't happen. They got the government Liberia and the government of America just signed 124 million in 5 years to improve the health system. They say, oh no, they just, I don't understand people. They just think that Liberia will just remain the way it's not possible for Liberia to grow. The girl in their mind is stuck in their head that Liberia can move forward. It's not possible at all. The country must just remain where it is. So as a result, no, they were not possible. No, nothing has changed. No, nothing will improve. No, the country nothing can happen. It will not happen. It will not change. No, the country got to move forward. Before I just give it up in 5 seconds, every country that has moved forward, the citizens themselves have stood up. I'll give you one quick example. Botswana got independent in 1966. Gaborone was like a bush. The capital city was like a bush. The citizens themselves, in less than 20 years, they were able to build a bigger university in Botswana.
With the cows and stuff, right?
With the cows, yeah. Citizens provide cows. Some people provide cows. Some people provide different things.
Amazing.
The citizens themselves stood up. And that university is one of the bigger universities in the South African region. The citizens themselves stood up. Ethiopia, every other country, when you come to Liberia, even public property, we can protect it. Oh, man, government property, man.
Government property.
I give it back to you, man. It's just.
Come here, Mr. Davis. You're right. It's It's just mind-boggling. It's a bunch of headache, but we will continue to, conscientize them. Or Joey, I say sanitize them. Go ahead, David. Oh, you muted? Oh, sorry, boo. Sorry, Uncle David. You can't mute yourself.
Evening, good morning, good afternoon to our listeners wherever you are, and to all our platform guests and our platform loyalists tonight. The problem we face in Liberia is a huge crisis. That crisis is not going to go away now. That's a crisis.
I reject that in Jesus' name.
It's not going to reject. You're not going to need. So
I say in Jesus' name.
We are speaking politics. Jesus Christ know what they call politics either, because the politics started from the Bible. When Eve and Adam were driven out of the garden, it's politics. So so don't look at it this way. That politics.
I beg you, yeah. Politics. Okay, go ahead.
So don't look at it this way. Even Jesus Christ, when he was betrayed by that was politics. So don't look at it this way. Partisan conflicts. Everybody loyal to partisan. I'm a partisan for this. I'm a partisan for this. This is our main major conflict. How are we going to get rid of that partisan conflict? Unity Party in power, CDC, for the West. In fact, they can go to church and ask God. We're gonna I can call that in the Christian. They can do what they need say. We're going to fast and pray. The Unity Party faith.
Wow. How do you call that thing say? Mr. Dez, we got to order you. But go ahead.
CDC go to power. Unity Party pray and what they call for, then to faith. Nobody talk good about their friend. Nobody. Everybody go there. Amy is not a partisan, but Amy know the job. We got to take off from there. Post one kind of student there that I even know the job. So the partisan problem is a whole big problem for Liberia. Anybody start something? No. All of them saying, Joseph Boaga start no project yet. That's sort of job we have project. So you want to tell me Joseph Boaga will leave that project and go to another project? So if we continue this stuff and people continue to fight against one another, they're partisan politics. Because they are not patriots to their country. They are not nationalists.
That's what they're
not patriots to the country. They are not loyalists to the country. They are loyalists to individual or partisan. This is the Liberia conflict. I don't know how long it's going to go away though. Because especially those that were born in the 90s, the Ecomos children there.
Mr. David.
Yeah.
Mr. David.
Yeah.
What you say is true, but other countries got political parties too. They can go to election, they can run campaign.
They're not like
but
that.
Right after that, they can put their country first.
The I said Liberia is not like that. They're not putting country first. They're not loyal to the country. They are loyal to individual or party. That's why I say, especially the Ecomos children there.
What Ecomos children?
Those are born 1990. They don't get majority of the problem. Majority of the problem coming from those that are born in the 90s.
Mr. Davis, I don't know. All the people that can be sitting on platform then lying through their teeth. That party you sit out on that. Most of
the old people are sitting on the platform here, they don't get follower beside the 1990 follower. Like the 1990 follower plenty. They don't know about war. They don't know anything about anything. As soon as they say, I will say the divine money, so they're dead. The divine teacher, so they're dead. These are people that are loyal to people. Majority of the people that can vote that from 1990 to the East. I'm telling you serious something. Most of the old people there, majority of them, they're not really plenty in Liberia compared to the young people. The young people are still majority in Liberia than the old people. Almost 80% or to 85% of the country are youth. But are the youth fighting for Liberia to be good? No. They are fighting for individuals to be good.
Mm-hmm.
They're not fighting for the country to be good. They are not thinking that, oh, tomorrow I'll be 30, I'll be 40, I'll be 50. What will be the country tomorrow if I continue to be loyalist to UP, the CDC, CNC, whatsoever? The way see when see a CNC maker, it will condemn when they go there, they don't know how to do anything. Then the other people join on there too. And then will condemn me or like to the Baga project, like the OEI project. This one, we got to get rid of this one. If we not get rid of it, the bread is not going anywhere. The example that what my brother was saying, the car road. Even the public way minister got to come or say the road, that bridge. The people are building the road, they're not able to build that bridge. So they got to get that contract to a different company. They're not able. That bridge around Ralphie Highway. They can't. They're not able to do it. All the road is not building, but they're not able to do that bridge. When you go there, because when I went there the last time I was there in June, the car road was good. Mm-hmm. A good, yeah. They almost reach Ralphie, right? It's good. They're building it good, faster. But the bridge is still narrow way. They can't build that bridge. Because they don't even get equipment to build that bridge. So they might end up giving it to the Japanese people or some kind of Chinese company. So they got to give it to them to build that bridge because they're not able to build that company that took that contract. But it's good. When you're driving from Monrovia all the way to the bridge, it's good. That's 6 lanes. I mean, yeah, 2 lanes, so 2 lanes, so you have 4 lanes. It's good. 3 lanes? 3? I think that's 3. It's good.
When was the last time you've been there, Mr. Davis?
June.
Last June?
Yeah, just going June.
No, okay.
But my last day. And I'm going March or April.
So let's move on to the
Give me a hold a little bit, please.
Okay, listen.
The issue we have, it has to do with education. Mr. Davis, things will change. To say will not change, things will change. The problem for me that I got, exactly what you say about the politics. Our current president, President Bouhaka, even President Bouhaka said used to be condemning projects to the extent that the roads that were built by Joe in call it sidewalk. People say, but you don't, that sidewalk you're there, not this sidewalk, that conversation was on. We have to reach to the point where we'll stop condemning people because they are not in our political party. Liberia is not for one person. All the things CDC doing today, there's one guy they call him Chief Colley. Mm-hmm. There's the group they call the Hard Truth. First, it started as Never We Are Movement, our inner group. After the elections, they changed the name from Never We Are Movement to the Hard Truth. And all they did was to just promote the negative aspect of Liberia. And I told them, guys, this thing that we're doing, tomorrow we will not be there. We are will do the same thing. It's not good politics. And exactly what I said, we're seeing it today. It hurts. You see, they put on love like blood. But if you hurt the people won't pay them. Let's reach the point that will stop hurting people. Even up to today, our information ministry, they still own this after going after saying negative about past officials. Focus to your job. You are a minister of Liberia. You're not a minister of a political party. You're not the president of a political party. You're the president of Liberia. So now stop being negative about our friends. Then the negativity will end. But as long as we could be negative about people, they will start paying debt, and are they paying debt that will become like brother way.
Emmanuel.
Yes.
Let me ask you this. I understand what you're saying, right, about the negativity, but if you see something that is not really good for the country, or that had been done that was bad for the country, should you not point it out? I understand, but there's something about how other people can do it. I'm not talking about you seeing something good and calling it bad. But should we not just say anything, or should, nobody at all point out the wrong that was done?
You can. I'm not saying don't point out the wrong. I said don't go after past officials because now you're a political party.
What do you mean don't go after? Like,
no, but I think you're missing the whole point here, Emmanuel.
What?
I think you're missing the point, though.
Morris, what do you mean don't go after? Like, I'm trying to understand. What do you mean by that?
Like Daniel Sano was telling Joe, we actually got mosquito brain. You don't expect Joe people to be quiet and they will not go after Joseph Boakai. You don't say that to a leader.
Yeah, I don't think
you're the minister of Liberia. You're not a minister of Joseph Boakai or Unity Party. So you don't say that to a leader in a country. You don't have to be a political leader, but the man's a leader of Liberia. So you can't tell a leader say they got mosquito brain. Let's go to Kumi. Saying Kumi is all something on a substance that higher, and you don't know where you get that substance from that you told that making you talk the way you talk. You don't do that. You say that to Kumi get followed, they will say the same thing. Like that, you're creating more animosity, you're creating more hate.
That's true.
People see no reason to respect the government that you're serving. And this is about Liberia.
Virginia Speaker.
No, I don't agree. I don't agree with that narrative, though.
You don't have to agree. That's my opinion. But I'm just responding to her because she asked me why the scenario. I'm just giving her scenarios. The one I'm speaking from. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but because the thing is that, look, I think the missing link here is that people can campaign, people can run campaign. Nothing wrong with campaign talk. People can throw talk. All those things it can happen everywhere. They're very common talking about when CDC, when we took power. Coming when he say he giving an economic advice or policy to CDC. If anybody can remember the first press secretary to President we are same manner, some kind of manner, same manner. He was the first press secretary to President we are till they fire him and say he gossip about we are. I think he didn't even spend more than 3, 4, 5, 6 months.
They did not fire him. He changed a position. They transfer him to a different place. You became commissioner of the Labro insurance. I'm not the insurance company for Labro, something like that.
Bossman, that's what I say. I say I don't know whether they fire him, but I think the news was that he gossip or we are. He was the first man say we are gonna go say Coca-Cola. So the point here is that we can campaign. People can run campaign. That's not the point. When election finish, we have a government, we have a president. The country should move forward. We should celebrate. When there's a good thing, we celebrate. Even in Boakai, when Boakai do bad, nobody should keep their mouth quiet because it's not good for the country. When it's a good thing, we all praise it, we all pray for the country. We cannot have a country where a group of citizens bring so wishing bad for the country, for things to happen to the country, bad things to happen to the country. When good news come, everybody, they like ostracize the bad news and stuff. That's the point we're making. Anybody can throw talk. Nothing wrong with that. That campaign thing, anybody can do it.
So what is the missing link? I come here, brother David. Yeah. So you mean a government official who is the government setting in place when you can get campaign talk?
Postman, that's what I say. That's the missing link there. Anybody, so you think because the government people are not supposed to respond. That's the argument, right? Everybody must just keep quiet. No, it can't work that way.
I've been denigrating. We are insulting.
No, look, that's not how you see it. You may say it'll be insult. I don't know what's the insult there.
Oh, so okay, if I say you get mosquito brain, is it not insult to you?
If you tell me I get mosquito brain,
yeah, is it insult?
That is not equivalent for me to turn against the country. Just because it tell me I get mosquito brain.
The point I'm saying, if you insult a leader,
I understand your point, boss man.
After you,
I understand your point. I understand your point. The country should stand above everything.
Let me come in a little bit. So this is what is going on here, right, Emmanuel and so Judge, we are all other opposition. They keep coming and undermining the workings of this government, right? Of any other government, whatever. He's saying that you can respond to them, but don't do it in a way that is so combative that seem demeaning to the other people and stuff. But I don't think Emmanuel telling us that when these people come out and saying, and Morris is also saying that, okay, they can get mad for somebody saying that, but they don't also have to be so what's the word I'm looking for? In denial. Should I say that? In denial or something like that to not want to see the good things that are happening because somebody said, oh, your busman got mosquito brains. So you think that because of that, you should, when, development or any progress is going on, you should say, oh, no, nothing has changed yet. Everything is still the same. Even though you've seen it, you're enjoying it. And you say, oh, no, it's nothing. No, you can like those things. People, opposition always go against each other. I think that's the point that Morris trying to make. But he's not saying that, oh, and then what Amanda's trying to say too, yeah, you can go after them, but do it in a way that it would be, I guess a little diplomatic. That's what that is. So that's the whole point of that. But yeah, I don't expect for somebody to be undermining the government or saying something that is not true because people are very gullible. People they listen to some of these loudmouths that are out here just spilling, because the thing people listen to them. So they just say whatever they want to say, whether they truth or lie, they just open their mouths and say those things, right? But then again, your working will show, will show yourself. You don't always have to answer them, but sometimes you also have to respond because some of the allegations that they are putting out there are very grave. Some of the allegations, every time somebody's stealing money, right? It's like, what sense does that make, y'all? These people are here now. These group of people here, they are holding people accountable. They are dragging people to court. They are investigating. They are auditing, right, Mr. Davis? Mm-hmm. So you're doing that now that no other government has done. That is a precedent that you're setting now, right? The next government will come and go. They will follow that, or especially when you're doing this to people who are being hurt. There's some family or whatever got caught in it. So what sense would that make? They know it's a precedent that they're setting. And then you're doing those things, and then you will sit there. You be the same person and be doing and be stealing too. And be corrupt too. Why are you holding other people past government accountable? Other people accountable, then you relax and do it as if when your time is over, somebody else will not come. Like, I don't get that. Unless you are the dumbest one, or people who are just opening their mouth, they just want to spill things out there to, as usual, think that everybody in Liberia listen to them, or everybody in Liberia they are just so naive, they're so stupid, they just listen to anything, even though what their eyes is telling them or what they're seeing, they will leave those things and just listen to big old propaganda all day. You understand what I'm saying? So I mean, you can respond to some of those things, but you try to be a little patriotic. That's what Morris is saying. And what Emmanuel is saying is try to be diplomatic with it response. I think that's what it is. That's what both of them are saying. But let's go on to this deal that Morris was talking about. Somebody's trying to come on, but they're not showing. Christopher Nippe. Log off and try again because you're not coming through at all.
Okay. Miami.
Let's go on to the deal.
Yeah, I got what you said. Okay, I'll go ahead.
So yesterday or today, see, I don't like this. When I had it in here and I came to okay. Where is it? The U.S. State Department in Liberia signed a $124 million MOU, first in West Africa. Liberia is third country in Africa to sign this bilateral agreement. Precedent owned by Kenya and Rwanda. The government of the Republic of Liberia, through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, has signed a landmark memorandum of understanding with the government of the United States of America aimed at strengthening Liberia's health system. Disease surveillance, outbreak response, capacity and frontline health workers. The MOU was signed by the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Madam Sarah Beslow Nyinti, and U.S. State Department Jeremy P. Lewin, Under Secretary of Foreign Assistance, Humanitarian Affairs, and Religious Freedom in Washington, D.C. The U.S. Department now serves as the agency responsible for implementing all foreign assistance, including humanitarian aid and promotion of economic development. In remark delivered at the signing ceremony, Honorable Lewin stated that this government-to-government engagement is a symbol of deepening of bilateral relationship between the United States and Liberia, the first country in West Africa to sign this category of health cooperation MOU, demonstrating the nation's commitment to health security, innovation in disease response, and long-term system resilience. You want me to read the whole thing? The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Madam Sarah Beslow Nyinti, expressed Liberia gratitude on behalf of His Excellency President Joseph Yuma Boakai Sr. and the people of Liberia. We extend deep appreciation to the government and people of the United States of His Excellency this historic partnership. We particularly recognize the technical support of the Minister of Health, Dr. Louise Otto, and her team who worked tirelessly on the fine detail of the MOU. The 5-year partnership outlines substantial investment towards the improving public health outcome to Liberia and provide a total of US $124 million in planned US commitment support over a 5 years period to support extended disease surveillance and rapid outbreak response. So there you go. I'm not reading all of it. So what do you guys think about this whole? Go ahead. Oh, Christovina. I'm sorry, Mama. Come on, you guys. I was reading something here. I'll start with you, Mr. Davis.
I want to come in.
Oh, okay. Let's start with you.
Yeah, I want to come here a little bit. The mentality that I have, which means I don't like, is that I'll prefer for us to invest our energy in something that will benefit more. Wodogisi, the amount in Lofa, is worth over 18 billion. The mountain worth over 12 billion. Why do we have all the resources and we celebrate $1 million, 25 million, 600 million? You know, it's a good thing. We can start different things. What I see in this thing that is important is it shouldn't be about the assistance, the financial assistance. It's about why America said, you know, happy, share your health data with me. I don't know why we should share our health data. They have two components. It had a negative component and a positive component. The negative part of it is that our privacy will be in America's hand.
Mr. Emmanuel, when hasn't that been the case?
I come to the point. It don't have to be. It's wrong. You don't have to share your health data with other people. It's not good. That's a negative part. The positive part about it is that they're going to use your health data to detect future outbreak. And then they can, based on your data from your country, they can manufacture medications that in case if anything happens, like for instance, malaria in Liberia can grow from one stage to another because we're fighting it. And medication, I mean, the disease, as you fight it, it put on resistance as well. So look at it and say, okay, we're facing this type of chloroquine for the malaria, but it's the crew that we're facing, it can't work out the malaria. So say to the level now, let's face another medication that will be able to work on it. So based on your health data, people can invent new medication. That's the good part about it. So you got two parts. I agree we should share our medication, we share our data for the good of that, for that reason. The one I don't like is that for all to be celebrating 25 million a year, a rich country like us. I think that we need to get to the point where we say, you know what happened? Let you take a loan. I like Ghana. We'll take $100 billion loan. If we do, let's take it and invest in our money. You know, develop our capacity to be able to mine our own resources the way Ghana doing now. When Ghana started taking loan, things were high in Ghana. But guess what? When they start developing a capacity, they start paying back the people. Everything they are going out. They start running out. They're waiting for Chinese people.
But this is just for 5 years, though. Don't you think?
It's 5 years.
Saying, but
it's 25 years.
25?
It's 25 years. They will give you money for 5 years. After the 5 years, the other 20 years, they're not giving you money. You just keep sharing your information with them. It's a 25-year MOU. But they will give you.
So what do we have to lose with that information sharing? The people they got all our information anyways.
No, I'm not saying. I told you nothing wrong with it. What I'm saying, for all to celebrate 125 million, for me, I think that money not enough with the kind of things resources we get in our country. Let us sign a contract, take a loan, and develop our resources so we don't look up the pool for $510. That's what I'm saying. That's what I see in that for me. That's what I see in that MOU that I got a problem with. That we're taking $25 million per year and we think that big money. People clapping for it. For me, to me, I feel like we continue to belittle ourselves. We get money in our country. That country is rich. Take your time and read about the resources in our country, man.
Thank you.
Instead of bringing $10 million, $5 million, we're going to share. Let's share. It's good for us because when people discover the thing that happening to us and they bring out the medication, they'll send it to us. Even though we buy it, Bali will help us. You know, when we have measles and they get measles treatment, we get them when they get polio, treatment, or get how do we call it, the Ebola, the COVID, and we developing medication for all the things there. It's good. You share your medication, the people can face the medicine, they help you. But that 25 million celebration there per year, I think it just makes us look like we don't have anything to celebrate.
Thank you. So, Mars.
Yeah.
Like what formula was say on here? It said dry dog sweet, but what you'll be eating for the dog get dry?
I tell you.
So right now, I mean, what Emmanuel just said, I kind of agree, but at this point, I don't know. Do we have the credit to borrow the kind of money we need to invest in our mining system and all of that? Like, your thought on this, some of your first, and then you go with that.
Yeah, these are some of the dangerous narratives that have been given to our people for more than 100 years. That it has clocked our people's mind that Liberia is so this, Liberia is so that. I remember years back when we were coming up, they used to say, oh, in the embassy, they got all the people taking off from the embassy. I want to ever heard that thing, Mr. David. They said the embassy, the people manage all the embassy, this and that. Until somehow, even when we started working at the embassy, people still hold that belief. They were still arguing all that, they're taking all in the embassy. Yeah, the people digging all that. Even university student. I remember one time I told one brother, he was in university. I said, brother, you're a university student. Why can't you just go to the public library, the public section in the embassy? The embassy has a public department. Go there, go find out. But just get ready. Look, just recently, right? President Bouaga went to America. I think when he told President Trump that we asked the American to come and do assessment of mineral. If anybody could money it,
just
right? Yeah, come and do survey. So this whole imagination that the country is billion, the country is it. Where? Look, no imagination. People have to come and do assessment. They do a survey for you to even know what you have in your country. On earth, you just live in imagination. Now let me come to the 124 million something, right? Look, I saw that post on Facebook, I think from the old man Samuel Jackson, and this is the same thing I was just saying. Every time there's a good news of the country, somebody will try to find some kind of means to, for just to downplay it. Liberia, the first country in Africa, West Africa currently, along with Rwanda and I think Zimbabwe, they were able to sign this memorandum, 124 million to improve our health system for 5 years. Then somebody say, oh, because look, America and I give 500 million to Liberia before. They didn't ask for no information. What kind of information America want that? They will give 124 million to get your info. What? What information from what? I don't get it. To do what we ate. So anytime there's the good news, they'll always come up with a narrative, this sad narrative, just to downplay the effort that the government has made. Look, over time, we have an ambassador, the U.S. ambassador said when he traveled to all the country, all the counties. I think I just said a few days ago, no medicine in the hospitals, no tablet, all the hospitals. We have ambassadors that were complaining that, oh, you start taking our money from our account without us knowing. You stop stealing our money. We have ambassadors over time that talk about if JJ Robert was alive, why he was going. So we have all these people that was frustrated about the country. Even talking about, how can you even go credit? You first have to have a stable country, a stable government, a responsible government in power for people to even start looking at you before you even talk about crediting, people to give $1 billion to blah. No, you have to reach to a stage. And that is the stage that we're trying to reach, and other people think they got to hold the country back just because of their own ego. Liberia will move forward. Whether somebody like it or not, Liberia will move forward. This is the good news. You say pull out, everybody thought the sky was going to fall down. Today, Liberia have signed. Just yesterday, they say America will refer to our government as a kleptocratic government, raw government, put sanctions on government officials. Today, because of the kind of government we have, the kind of responsible government we have, the country has now been our space wherein they can sign contract, a memorandum with the American government of 124 million for 5 years to improve our health system. So it's a good news. We welcome the good news. We're happy for that. We hope for more.
Absolutely. Mr. Davis.
I got a question.
So you want me to, how do you know I think question I'm going to ask you? But go ahead.
Okay.
You got a question, you need to go ahead.
Don't look at Liberia. 1822 to 1847, we depend on America to elect our governor and whatsoever for us. We were given anything, any information they want. Nobody complained. From 1822 to 1847, we getting every information. Then from 1847, so we're independent country. We still depend on America. America was the last to recognize all that. America telling you, you're not ready for independence. You say, no, we're ready. Because we did one or two calculus in America, or we now to read the history, then we say we're going to do independent. When America was still telling you we're not independent, we're not going to be independent. We still rejected it. No matter where we go, we are still the children of America. Remember, Liberia came from America.
No stepchild.
Liberia, let any Liberia American on the face. When CDC, let them bring the land document Liberia is on today. That's that country for America. It was bought by the ACS, American Colonization Society. Just by
what? Mr. Derry, don't start no topic here like
your whole document is in Philadelphia. That country was bought by the American Colonization Society from the tribal governors.
Not my land.
That's why they were electing all the presidents from America. The America were electing them. All the governors. Remember that. Don't come to Liberia development. When Liberia started getting ruled, President Tubman time. From July General time, everybody said to him people in Hammond. But America didn't get all money to build road, all equipment to build road. So why is it? If Liberia don't want to agree, I will talk to my district. My district will agree. In fact, my sister will give my own data to them. What CDC know about data when they were telling Joseph Baker living on on battery. They were saying in the public. That information they were giving. When you let the robber feel they put you that in your nose and say, yeah, you not get COVID, or you gotta go there one, you gotta be where they call. What thing you were giving is not data. Last week we were carrying around or traveling in other country. They're not data. You gotta go get your COVID test before you travel. That was not data before you go on the people plane. Last scanning was scanning to the plane on your head. That what thing was taking? That data. So to me, that is good. I would recommend it. A Liberian one day, my district one day in Liberia will be independent with one day. No, let me tell you.
District independent?
Yeah, Liberia is all the Liberian people are sitting out today say, oh, they're not good. Let me tell me, besides traditional herbs, tell me one medication Liberian can face.
Kojorobo.
Besides giving you Kojorobo and other something something that will take to damage your liver. Tell me which of the medication Liberia.
I reject that, Mr. Davis. I think you're only damaging the liver because of the quantity, because how strong the
medicine. You don't know it.
Right.
You just give it to the people, man. Just go drink 2 coins in the morning, 1 coin in the afternoon. You damaging or you're not damaging, you don't know. How many soda inside, how many days inside, you don't know.
Yeah.
They're the people that are rejecting the contractor or what kind of medicine they ever face. In Liberia, like can kill malaria. Like can kill how they can call that big sickness, two sickness in Liberia, typhoid or malaria, because everybody that typhoid in Liberia now for that say they can get that own data say I think that typhoid again. I think I get typhoid, so they go to the doctor and say they still not ready to people offer doctor. I think I get typhoid because you can treat me in a day, That and they give me that data out. To the doctor, just so the doctor say, okay, no happy, let me just describe it, go into it for 1 full injection, they give it to you, go. Because you already know your own medication.
Thank you, Mr. Davis.
And when I said, so I read, I don't think so. That money said, even if they get $5 million, we'll still take it. We'll get all the data.
But listen, I understand what everyone is saying, right? I think you talk about Kojorobo. That's God got some of us here today all intestine and writing. When they used to give us a drum, they call a cup every morning, every evening to drink. But anyways, I think it's a good thing. And people want us to be funks, the ones who are speaking from good faith, and they have some people who speaking on this view out of the same lens, the politics lens that we were just talking about, right? They're only doing it because they don't want anything good, because it's not under them. Or some people only pointing it out to be bad because they got problem with the administration or with people in the administration, but it's not so much of it being bad. And some people from a good faith, saying that they want Liberia to be on their own. People like Emmanuel. So that, which is true, but I think that being on our own thing here is small, right? We can't just get up today and say we want to do that on our own. Like, do we have the credit to borrow like $1 billion to stop breaking down Wologizi? We don't. So we have to crawl a little bit, right? We have to take the same step that we're taking. We have to take it, that what we do, little deals here and there to help us. You talk about daylight, Mr. Emmanuel. Just go in like, bro, all America have to do, just go stay on brush. She said, everybody give me a mind and pie, brush certificate, dinner, everything. Got to America. It would be all they give me got money for them. Why they do like DV, right? DV give me a whole everything. So I don't think it's a big deal. Yeah.
Do you know that several other African countries refuse this?
Well, this is what I'm saying about Liberia.
Can I ask you one question?
Wait, we are not there yet. We want to get there, right? And there are certain African countries that we admire, like the Rwanda, right? And what's the other one? Oh, what's the other country? Kenya. We want those. We see how those countries are moving in some directions, and we like it, especially Rwanda, the way they are after the war, the way that things are moving, we like those things. So we're not saying Liberia should leave depending on America till that kingdom come. But before we stand on our feet, we have to be in a place that we can hold things and stand up for food. So we can't just be crying and say, oh, we can do this and stand up right away and start walking. This is what we are saying. And before you do that, you have people, we already have a messed up health system that we always talk about here. You know, so we have to have something like this going on first. After how long is 25 years? At least it's 950 years with Firestone thing or whatever. So it's doable.
It's not 25. It's not 25. It's not 25 years.
Yeah, I'm reading 5 years here, but
yes, it's 5. Don't matter. It's 5. It's 5 years.
Yeah, so I think we can do those things and move from there.
Well, Morris, it's 25 years. For 5 years, they'll give you money. They'll give you 25 million every year for 5 years. But the data sharing is for 25 years. The data sharing is for 25 years. The MOU.
That's fine. They can have all the data they want. As long as they're not bringing something that will come bring disease and plug it in the people, that's all. You want the data, take it. You know, just give us some good things and stuff. But like I said, Liberian people will give their own data. They will pay their own money, like they're doing with DV now. So come to America. So giving it to build your healthcare system, I don't think that's a problem. And we should look at it in our lives. For us to do something, Liberia to stand up, that's something we wanted to do. And we are way backward. But we cannot just do it right away because wherever we don't have that standing to do so. You have to tell America, say, no, we don't want it. We got our own something. We'll do this ourselves. No. So we got to start from somewhere before we get there. So this deal, I don't think anything wrong with it. With the healthcare system, someone already want that place to be, you know, to be vibrant. For some, I don't want to go like right now being like Robbie running to Ghana to go to, you know, hospital to be running to this and that to go to hospital. No, I want a healthcare system and security to work for me to, you know, that's always something good that we should be happy for, but not, you know, we're not saying that we should always be, or that's something we should be, or we cannot do for ourselves. But right now we cannot. So we should be happy about this. Yeah.
Amy, the stuff that you're reading, what you see there, you see anything like data sharing?
No.
You see, I saw the first person I saw that post from was Sam Jackson, the papi. Sam Jackson. If I was Sam Jackson said when you go to the embassy for apply for visa, that's where they'll take information. I'm like, so why if I don't go to the embassy for visa?
Information for right now.
So why if I don't go to the embassy for visa? How are they going to get my information?
Well, Morris, are you saying there's no data sharing inside?
Because the last one, let me see, it said the 5 years partnership. That's what they said. It said a 5-year partnership outlines it's sustainable, substantial investment towards improving public health outcome in Liberia and provides a total of US $100 million planned US government support over a 5 years period to support expanded disease surveillance and rapid outbreak response, strengthening national and regional laboratory system, supply chain modernization for medicines and essential health commodities, deployment and upskilling of frontline healthcare workers nationwide. Development of integrity, digital health information system, and strategic investment in maternal, child, and infectious disease services. I think they have something. Healthcare worker nationwide integrated digital health development. Maybe that's where they got our data sharing something from.
Where you see data sharing in 25 years?
It doesn't say anything, but I think this is where they're coming from and saying that is but it said 5 years. I don't see anything about 25 years.
Where you see 25 years in data sharing in the whole report?
Amen.
Do you have the MOU?
Amen.
You have it. You read it. You have it. Where you see where?
Just as that one
the question, do you have the MOU?
Bossman, you have it. Do you have it with you?
Okay, yeah, when I saw this one was the one that Spoon posted. And it's a lot of them out there, but I could only pick one. So this one was the one that Spoon posted. Even Spoon, I love to damage, did not say anything about data sharing of 25 years. It just said 5 years, and maybe he's trying to get development of integrated digital health information. Maybe that's where he got that from, don't you think? The data sharing thing. when he said development of integrated digital health information system, maybe that's what he was something. Don't you think, Emmanuel? But it did not say
ML. That MOU. That bro is not no country that was presented that MOU. The MOU is about health data sharing. Emmanuel, that discussion started December 1. Before it was signed on today. It's not today news there. Emmanuel, it was brought to Africa. Several other countries refused it.
Mr. David, let me finish.
Nigeria refused it. Namibia refused it. Angola, Tanzania. I got a list. I'm looking at it right here. Then you IQ the thing. Like, I'm not speaking from politics.
You finished?
That's what got an MOU.
You finished? You finished?
So let Mr. David come in.
Yeah, let David come in.
Let me say something to Emmanuel. When Ebola broke, we call for to help them.
God.
You call America. The American people brother show what they start looking for people. They start giving you Ebola vaccine. When COVID broke out, we call again. That is in America start facing other medications, start sending them buses to save you. Your money will not inside. So the people say they want to prepare you ahead of time. You should be willing. You know, even so what they call. You talking about money. When Great Britain passed the CVC plan after World War II, what Liberia said, they said they're not part of it. They had the Liberia Rubber Corporation, the Moreover Rubber Corporation. They had one rubber in the play Firestone King and sign contract with Liberia. They told Liberia how much to sell rubber. Liberia refused. They started selling rubber to Firestone. In fact, they get the whole, that's how they get out land of Firestone. They had the Moreover and the Liberia Rubber Corporation. Rubber in Liberia before World War II. But when Great Britain told them after the Stevenson plan, they refused, they rejected. You got gold. How many companies from Liberia do have a gold mining company? Call one Liberia company. The government. Since 1847 to present. Call one company in Liberia that do Lanco, that do Boma, that do Bombing Hills. Then you're talking about that relocation was $4 billion. How about Lanco? Lanco was the biggest mining company. What we get out of it? Holes. So hole. So where's Liberia? No, even Kota Road there. So where was Liberia last time?
Mr. Davis, this is what he's saying that Liberia should handle their own.
And I say when you get 3 manpower.
Bring somebody in to do it. He said like
everything. Don't have a 3 manpower. You gotta wait for people.
You know how people when you talk, they feel you fighting Joseph Walker. They feel you fighting.
No, not that.
You don't get the idea. You don't have a 3 manpower. You don't want to be combative. You don't want to be political. You don't understand anything.
That's not politics. We think I will go until we don't have people there.
I told you data sharing is important. It will help us because the people know what happening to us and they prepare ahead of time. That's what I told you from the beginning, but you not hear that part. I said the part I got issue with is the 124 million. It's not enough for a country like Liberia to be sharing her data.
What data you get?
Rich country. Listen to me, I give you a chance to We are a rich country. Let us invest wisely. We shouldn't be celebrating $124 million for 5 years. It's not enough for us. We got rich mountain that we can invest in and do the things for ourselves. If you create your own country, if you create your own company, and they start mining your own minerals, the thing you're talking about, we got to send people to go learn, to invest in. We don't have
establish to go learn free.
I mean, you go ahead. You don't want to be IQ.
You know, let me just come in, right? Look, the idea that planet country refuse what? Look, I always say this, right? In the day and age, you can choose not to know. It's up to you. You can choose say I don't want to know. How many country refuse what? What a country refuse? And let me say this, right? Look, these are two countries that signed this memorandum. America is still alive. Liberia is still alive. So I'm not interested in somebody thinking that, oh, because 124 million, they're not free money. That because of this, because of that. I'm not interested in that opinion. The two countries that signed the memorandum, they said to improve the health system in the country. For Liberia, America, and I give more like 500 million to Liberia. So why is 124 million? And for you to say we should not celebrate, no. Even if they get, like Brother David said, even if they give the country 5 million, we celebrate it. We don't have it. The argument that the country rich where? For you to even able to know that the country rich, you have to do assessment. From day one, how many years we talking about Liberia get all? Where they all at? And we still finding means to see whether we got all until it is empirically proven that the country got all before we start. You see that said the mountain reached 8 billion. I don't know where you come with that statistic that 8 billion, 16 billion. For you to even know that that mountain is rich, you have to first do assessment. Like I said, President Bouaka came here, he told the American government, look, help us. Do mineral assessment so we can know what we have in our country. So anybody can just say that from the blue sky, the country rich, where the money coming from? Where the money? Where's the riches? So again, we will celebrate our 124 million for the 5 years to improve our health system. There are a whole lot of things. The other people just improve, the other people just agree on the education to be 100 schools in the country. Somebody just agreed to be school and to be sport academy in Bon Country. So all the good news will continue to pop up. Whether somebody like it or not, you can have your own interpretation to it. That's up to you. But the country will move forward. I think I'll just end it on this on one topic.
The example now, we signed contract memorandum with American airport airspace. Right. We signed contract open sky agreement. You know what is the open sky agreement between the Liberia government and the United States? Any plane from America can land in Liberia anytime. Anytime. Asking anybody. You can
the Turkey airline. The Turkey airline too is supposed to be landing in Liberia too very soon.
No, I'm talking about that one. Open sky agreement is different because Turkey airline before it land, we gotta go through their assessment. But before any aviation language, open sky agreement is you sign contract with that country. Any airline from that country can land in your country anytime, and your airline can land in that country anytime. So you know why America signed that contract? Because Liberia don't get one helicopter.
That's
they think Liberia will get plane. You see, they'll change our whole contract. They'll change it. They will say we'll got to amend it. Because Liberia don't get plane. So in Liberia, all planes from America, they can land without paying anything to Liberia. Let me tell you, that I went at the airport. I went at the airport. The sign our contract is there. Nobody will take it from there.
It's not because they know we get helicopter. We get nothing to land there. So they say they're doing
when the American plane come in, they can't even ask us for permission.
You know what our problem is? That I said nothing has changed. We're still living in the past. We don't agree with people's opinion because it didn't align with us. So what I said, there's nothing good in it because people are stuck in the past where they just want to be, living that mediocre life. Now somebody give father, you just celebrate, we got a father. You asking me how I got to know the riches that we got in our country? I went to school. I did geology. I did geographical engineering as well. I had to go UL. I was attending at FNL before I came to America. I don't just guess. I don't just make up.
I can talk. Testing of 4 billion. What is assessment? How your calculation?
Mr. Davis.
Yeah.
You got Google, you got computer.
I got Google. White people talk about Liberia.
Listen.
You don't Google from Liberia.
You ask questions. You don't want me to talk, I can forget it. I don't have to.
But why will you develop American Google? Develop Liberian Google.
I'm asking you a question. Do you know how to do research on the computer? You ask me a question, how I got to know. So let me help you to know how I got to know. When you go on your computer or on your phone, ask for Wodogisi Mountain, the worth of Wodogisi Mountain. They will tell you who did the assessment. They tell you how many minerals are found there, and they tell you how much it's worth. If you go and say all the mountains in Labro, just put them down one by one. From Wodogisi, go to Nimba.
I mean, the assumption. What are you talking about? What are you talking? What are you talking, man?
What you call assumption? So you just feel something like figure out person like your talk,
brother.
You call assumption,
brother. So what kind of mineral?
What's when you can be condemning people like that? What you call assumption? Do you know what you know? You know you call assumption?
What is it? What is
assumption?
What is the condemnation there?
You say assumption. That's not. I'll give you what to do. Go and read the document. They will tell you who did the research. Currently, currently, President Bola came to America. In fact, President Bola last nation State of the Nation address, where he named all the minerals, was it assumption? He didn't tell you it was done by the Chinese. He didn't tell you. When President Bola tell you the mineral that was discovered recently in Nimba, he didn't tell you. He didn't tell you who did it. He called that assumption. You didn't hear about the silver mining company? The one that was buying the Grand Gila Mountain? You think the project went inside mining? We put that one there with the Mountain. You think the job was going to say the one day? They don't have document on it? But Mr. You can just condemn people.
You finish?
If you can't read, not all of us, I do read. I don't make it, it's not assumption. I told you, find that document, you know do it.
You finish? Hey, boss man, you finish?
I'm finished for now. I'm waiting.
All right. The first thing, when we're having a conversation, I heard you talking about people don't agree. Nobody have to agree with opinion. You don't have to agree with anybody's opinion. We're having a conversation here. Everybody giving their perspective of how they see it. People listening to us. The people that are listening to us, they will make the judgment. So don't think because we're arguing, we're discussing, somebody have to agree with you or you have to agree with somebody. That's not how it works. That's number one. Secondly, when it comes to mineral, there are a whole lot of assessment, a whole lot of examination, a whole lot of tests is done before the country come to say, you know what, this one has been 100% confirmed that we have this. That's how it works. That's why when President Bouaka came to America, he told the American government, come Liberia, come and help us and do assessment so that the country can be over. You know how many years it took for Angola to do the assessment, for Angola to actually confirm that they got all? So when somebody says assumption, it got nothing to do with you. For you to get angry, no, brother, I don't know you. I don't know what you know. Hey, brother, listen. Mama, listen. I don't know what you know. You don't know what I know. So when having a conversation, don't take it that it has to do anything with you. No. There are a lot of people that say they got off on the MRC, they're digging off on the MRC. People saying that. There are a lot of people that say the country is so rich, nobody even need to work. So it got nothing to do with you. We're having a conversation. There are people listening to us. Right? There are a whole lot of assessment can be done for the country to say, yes, at this point now, we have this. It is 100% confirmed that we have this. We can now go into investment. We can now go into partnership with other countries to come and invest. That's how it works. You can't just bring one person and say, oh, we're going to get all diamond, this and that. They just go into it. It doesn't work that way, brother. We all read. I give it to you, Amy.
Thank you. Yeah. Well, look, you see, I think I understand everybody's point of the argument. You know, Brother Emmanuel and one like brother be on their own feet, which I agree, but we are not, so that, you know, when we're doing here, we have to strengthen ourselves before we do that. You know, like right now, what do we have to say? Oh no, we're not doing it. We're not working with America. We're not working with other people for, you know, healthcare, to strengthen our healthcare and something like. To say because we depend on our mountains, we have to do assessment. We have way long way to go before we start, you know, getting money from those mountains. So we have to do it ourselves right now. You know what I mean? We have to do a whole lot of things. Like, it's like you're starting business. You can't just start a business, start eating the money, investment. You know, the business have to grow. before the profit investment and other things. So that's how Liberia something. If other people are going to start it, if we're in a good place, and you can say, okay, President Bouakai can do it now. But President Bouakai is the one starting it now to put things in order. So it's still a little, distance. Hopefully we'll get there. But for now, we still need our stepdaddy.
Please, I'm going to log up. Please accept my phone invitation. I'll be on the phone on my way home.
Absolutely. So yeah, so that's where we are with that. So that
Emmanuel, in Liberia or in America?
I'm in the US.
Oh, okay.
He's in PA with you.
Oh, the main PA. Oh, okay.
So let's move on to so that's what we are. Guys, I want us to, I don't know, since we're gone a long time.
You're right, man.
Let's just do a little something and talk about these. Oh, the Ministry of Information have just procured new buses for the staff. For that staff or something. This video here I've seen it and I think it was funny. But it's kind of like, giving the mindset of some Liberians. If you look at it, I don't know if this guy is the real choose something or this is a skip, but watching it, I think this is where we at. It's kind of funny, but it's also speak to the way we hear people talk about, the happenings in Liberia. Like we already talk about politicking, everything should be politics, and the more, loyal to politics.
Maybe I think I'm going to reach out join because the link you share you can maybe open on laptop. I don't know why. I know what I don't want to make a mistake, but you say that no laptop can open it.
Really?
That's why you're saying on my phone. So maybe I don't know what the mistake. Maybe that my phone got a problem. So I get out join you.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. I'll join you soon.
Okay. So that's no kidding. What did I just? Okay. I moved the wrong person. So let's watch it. Please pay attention to details, guys. Becky, don't just watch the fun part. Pay keen attention to details. What he's saying. I don't know if you've seen it. If you haven't, please do it. Go.
Welcome to the Happy Ball platform. What may be Anisha? Amen. Manina Provena. Manina Provena in the country. I ain't get time for that thing talking. Yeah. I don't know what you know. I go come and find thing and I don't get time for that need. So why are you looking angry? But I'm angry, man. I'm afraid of you. No more. I'm afraid of you. I think about angry pictures and that. I'm angry. The only thing here, I disappointed somehow. Yeah. I disappointed Joseph Bouakai. So that the only thing I make I say now, I didn't get time for plenty talking now. Yeah.
So you first, because Unity Party program yesterday, the whole country was green.
You say what? What kind of country was green? So the thing that they are to that country green there. You know what Mange did in Bongande? If the whole Bongande and the king of Mange, that few people will just go to the party, they go eat money.
Oh, sorry.
They say they play a part. That thing, let me tell you, when our passengers I saw them all the way from Boulevard Junction to go to how they call the place there, 24th Street. You see, people all over there. They say play part. When you come to the party, the whole place, it was part. But even when you pass it, that kind of thing will eat the country.
I don't want. So because the public developing the sub Israel, that all they didn't make you feel that you're all angry at it.
So hero?
Yeah.
Why cause so hero? So that will in the country. My brother now go in the country. Go. And let me tell you, like people won't get time for go now problem in the country. When someone you feel so hero probably go in there, coming go then I understand. I think I like Begu for Begu. I'm not get time for go in. Can't say go in the country, go now problem. You're not just stop making noise in here.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're a citizen and rule, not your problem, right? Okay.
No problem.
What about the current now? Because LEC is stable now in the country.
LEC. Let me tell you, I think that the question I want to be asking me, that whole LEC thing, you know the thing I'm doing in the country, they make plenty of people jobless. You know how many men will be jacking from up and down. They go to put there, so that back when you put there, or when the men go hustle and then no way, you get a debt to Zogo, then they won't go put in the street. No way. You know how many jobs they took when they use them more? The men will be jacking people from the net when you pass it right before. You get part there easily. The PNs will be there on Tuesday, the jacking from. I don't know what they were doing, but you know, or yeah, the MD they call I know Mohammed Sherry or who they bring there, they put it all over now, they can't hustle in there. I think that's something that they're taking job on the youth them, man. That's what they want to, man.
Okay, let me carry to the other one again. Just say you're made a Gbeku. But you hear the other news, the president coming pay football academy in Bon County for your children to learn how to play good football. I know you're happy about that one.
Football academy? Man, the love will give up Gbeku. You see Gbeku, they may play football. Let me tell you, let me define that in your call we have to do for you. That we are there, the W is stand for what? World best. The E that there is stand for what? European best. The A that in that we are. That's it, we are the A that there, African best. The H is stand for what? Head of state. They made the all that in there. We are not get time for. So you think we are go play football. Then instead of world best, European best, African best, then you can go play academy like where for one picking and they can play football by. We are get time for that kind of thing now. We are better team. Some people coming, work in that bro. They play good football, but we are in our paper not looking at that. You want for one to be shining. That's what level we are. The man one name of just be ranking all the time in the country. You see the man focusing on his song, Timothy we are. You want for a song to play good football in the country. In Europe, when you be going, we get time for academy. I'll go. Like we are go for academy for people to be playing football. We won't get time for that thing.
What about the road from Freeport to Simple Bridge?
My man, they can tell you, road now road in the country. That people happen now road. They are road. They just do that. The meeting no one. When you ask me, I'll tell you, road now a problem. We want road in the country. When we can put road all over. Quota all over, we will let our road have to be that kind of bouncy. When we sit down over a bounce, then people, go for now, but the meeting one that road, people road from people to Simple before they. What do you do fully?
I know you'll be happy about this. What's about the overhead bridge? You can see the government building at the ministerial complex towards Boulevard Junction.
Man, don't give me hard time. I keep telling you. Overhead bridge, let me tell you, that thing they building down that overhead bridge, the thing you can see. The thing we are want to pay in the country, that overhead bridge won't build down there. We are overhead bridge trouble. If we're not looking at that thing, they won't build down there. We are. Let me tell you, that thing they coming build down there. How long you will say that thing will soon break up people here? That you go walk on that thing, say that overhead bridge. When they work here, bounce on that, you break, you die there soon. They say, why so soon? That thing that overhead bridge. Let me tell you, the whole project is started from Manasari town. When we are getting up our papa, he said you're going to build it. The same thing. But I say 11 years poela. If I be keen, you say you kind of continue the same project. But you know what happened? We are a good man and you say let me keep it small. For my second time when I come out of power, yeah, then I'll build that thing. That make it will delay small. Then Parakan and Adney say in development giant, in very witness. I think it's going to bring that people all right. Just sit down and see.
So what's about the senior secondary high school the Papa built and dedicated Magibi, Bon, and Nima County?
My man, that school in the country, like bread problem that school. To can't educate the beginner because people are up in there. Like you can't say school now a problem. That school in the country, yeah. The thing with the solution left. Ebo Bagali like bread for the thing level. Let me say or Jowia. Now a Baga doing. Baga passing up in that building school, senior secondary school in Bogande, in Nimagande, in Magibi. What did people do at school? It is like when people parents to go to school. We not let go to school. My brother, let me tell you, school now a problem in the country. Our problem in the country in our school. The thing will level your way. Baga not doing it. Baga not doing it. Will let Baga power away. We talking about school. School now a problem.
President Bouaka brought the rest press.
Right. The 25 kg.
Of course.
My brother, that problem. Our problem in the country and our rest. The rest will eat. rest. So you just feel that rest will eat in the concert for the celebrate.
So it's a bit long. Everything that I want he would eat. I mean, what are we gonna eat now? To be honest. So guys, what I see from this video, right? I mean, I know it seems like a skip or it's funny, but this is what we're facing now. We were just talking about, how people in denial of the facts of things that are happening. They make it sound like they're living in Zootopia while other people are living on Earth or something like that, or they live under the rocks. Everything this guy is saying, I think it's a skip or so, or if I don't know if it's real, but I don't know what it is. But when I heard it, I'm like, okay, so he's denying everything, but what he's saying is that what he actually admitting to is the selfish nature of the guy that they all supports, and they kind of it's like they are hypnotized. But anyway, let me lay out something before I mean, Mr. Davis, let's start with you. What did you get from that? That rest we will eat, then I over, then I roll, then I did. So what are we gonna eat now with this support? You just go ahead. Oh, you're muted. Sorry.
You got me.
Yeah, you're fortunate, man.
That's guy who doing the interview and the guy who responding to the interview. Both of them they are patriotic Liberians. They are not anti or something. But what they're trying to understand is they're putting Liberia in a category. These are people that talk this way, there are people that talk the other way. This is exactly what happened on the national scene. These are Liberians, you're talking about three Liberians. I witnessed a married, there's a guy that I borrowed my car before. I said, I want to be a driver today. I went for a wedding. That guy, when they called for the ring bearer, he was his own ring bearer. He said he wanted for nobody to waste time. They called for a best man, he was his own best man. Where were they? So he took the ring from the pocket, gave it to the pastor, and the pastor officiated the wedding. What the pastor said in our wedding, that actually is the real situation. He said that people that come here, they came to laugh.
Mm-hmm.
What they came to do here, they say they can't do wedding. Like people that came here, they say, oh, it was me. I wish it was me who was wedding.
Mm-hmm.
To this point. That people that came, they just came to stand to condemn. So, in this case, this guy is asking us somebody who is condemning, and the other guy that asking the question is somebody who is what? Trying to say we are cheating. So both of them, they are not sedition, but they are patriotic Liberian. They're trying to educate Liberian people. So this is why when going to some community, this is what you're going to hear. When you go to some community, this is what you're going to hear. Oh, that road we eat, that this is what we eat, that this. But everything is important. But they are trying to forget about everything. So sometimes when local Liberian people classifying Joe, we have put Liberia on the map, even nothing can get me annoyed.
Me too.
Because Joe, we have put himself on the map. You ever see Liberia best? Joe, we have a world best, European best, African best. You all say Liberia go for African Cup of Nations and go even second place or third place. Liberia didn't go. Liberia didn't play African Cup of Nations to go second place or third place. All the time he failed. All his friends, they brought that came from behind him. They carried that country to African Cup of Nations and World Cup. Georgia never fight to even carry Liberia to World Cup. Georgia never fight to carry Liberia anywhere. You say, oh, Georgia was paying him money to carry Liberia. Where he carried them, you're only promoting.
To be fair, Mr. Davis, George wasn't the only man playing the game. It's not a one-man game. So why should you hold him?
It's a one-man game. We say it's a one-man game, but look at Samuel Eto'o. Samuel Eto'o can struggle and fight and carry a country. And they bought from Senegal, carry his country. They bought from Africa, they carry that country. No matter what happened, they will score and they will carry that country to African Cup of Nations or what they call. But Georgia never fight one day to carry Liberia anywhere. You are just paying, and the government will pay him back. Because Georgia never pay free money in Liberia. The government paying every money he pay. You know what? Liberia never owe him. And Liberia didn't go anywhere in any of Georgia 11. All of them, they beat them in the first round. They didn't even go for quarter final, they didn't go for no final. They beat all of them in the first round. But Georgia, see how you're playing Euro? Georgia can take the ball from the center circle and go score.
Exactly.
Nothing to be. But he never did it for Liberia. Because he don't want to win himself for Liberia. How many players like Georgia can form a team? Georgia young professional. How many of them want Euro to go play? None. Because he don't want to nobody. That's what I'm telling you. Georgia will go build football field so somebody can play more than him. Because he don't want it for nobody to papa him. So all those things, the boss saying, this is how Liberian people think about. But we were not let Corinth to be all over because we let to jet phone. But we were not want motor people to be passing all around the street to be checking people phone, taking people back from them. So when they stop the motorcyclists from going to Central Moravia, but we were say you all go there. Because when the checking people back, he don't care. Because the people are going to force him the next time. So that man actually is not a criminal, he's a patriotic Liberian. So you're only talking about the view of how Liberian people thinking. How most of them can think the negative way and how some can think the positive way.
Thank you. Morris?
Yeah, I think this is my second time listening to the video.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's more like a comedian. I'm not sure the guy is a sedition. But let's say he is sedition or whoever he is. I think he just summarized the mindset of most Liberians. You know, because this is just what we were just a few minutes ago. Look, we have a country where everything that happened, somebody has to say something against it. Even if somebody come on right now, they say they give Liberian 5 million, 500 million, somebody will say banana for nothing. They will try to inject their own interpretation to why you give that 500 to Liberia for. That's the country we find ourselves. You know, so I think he just summarized everything about the mindset for the country and who Georgia is, how Georgia think. Like Brother David said, just who Georgia is. Because, say for instance, you play football at the highest level. You became world best. You are even president of a country. Their county league, the basketball, you go there and say them on me MVP. Who? Yeah. Come on, basketball game. What the children playing? Say them on me MVP. Something like you president, you president. We are not even know that he above that level way back. The man said him main MVP. You know, so yeah, it's a mindset of the Liberian people. People, everything as so long as they're not there, the country must boing. As long as it's not there, the country must boing. And everybody guilty of this. Look at the young boy, Martin Colley. Why Martin Colley went bitter? One of the reasons Martin Colley went bitter because most of them just felt that when they support President Bouaka, they will just remote control President Bouaka. Papa do them one year. Papa do them one year. Do them one year. It doesn't work that way because it only shows that the intention was different. When the president appointed the woman foreign ministry to the Nyanti, Besto Nyanti, that boy went all wild. The woman not qualified. The woman is incompetent. The woman fake or this and that. Papa, she went all over the place. Had them deny the woman. Just because the papa did not listen, and was good at the papa didn't even listen to that crap. He went bitter. And most of them. So just because of them, their ego, the country must burn. The country must not succeed. That's the country. So the young man I'm not sure he's a sedition. I think that whole thing was just put together to just summarize the mindset. And it was a very, it already put it, I think they just summarized the mindset of Liberia.
Well, they did a good job because that's
exactly. If it is a sedition, for truth is a sedition, but then he just summarized the mindset of most Liberians. That's how we think. We condemn just everything. How on earth? It's like, bro, look at Rwanda. Rwanda for war. They kill millions of people. They kill millions of people. You think the country could just turn to Rwanda? The reason why the country turned to Rwanda today because Rwanda, they start to put their country first, put everything behind them and put their country first. Today, everybody looking at Rwanda. Liberia can do the same. You have to reach to the point. You say you got billion that the country rich. You can't do it by yourself. We don't even have the capacity to do anything with the Wodogisi Mountain that you're talking about. We have to reach to a point where other country can say, okay, you know what, I think Liberia rich. We can even credit Liberia 1 billion, 2 billion, 3 billion. But now, where you go stand, where you first have to have a good government, a good country, the responsible government. So the young man just summarized the mindset of the Liberian. It was a good put together.
Yeah, I think so too. Because the mindset, they know something's happening. They go behind closed doors. They say, but then they come, to the point that that road will eat, that rice will eat. I thought rice was our staple food. Somebody today, so nothing actually. So I posted the long line with the field shortage and stuff like that.
Don't waste your time, Sammy. I
said this have changed. You know what he said? Nobody have money in the country. Who get time for gas? I said, go take all the gas for in the country right now. Go close all of the refinery, take everything out of the country right now. There be gas shortage, and let's see whether nobody got time for gas. So it just like that's exactly what we've seen. Like nothing good because it's not the guy that I support. Everything
and since then, if Martin Colley was really a patriotic person who really got the courage, but now Martin Colley is supposed to say, look, I think I got it wrong. Yes, I said the woman fake or credential, but looking at what the woman had done in that ministry, I think I commend her. He has not done it, and that is the problem with us with Liberian. He has not done it, and I'm not sure he will ever do it.
They may not have the credential to your liking, but the experience can make up for that degree that you want, right? This lady from the previous job that she held, that she had, that was more than qualified. Her credential years.
No one know the job
that she was there with that job.
Okay, experience or equivalent.
Yeah, that's what you can something. So you may have a associate degree, but you have like 20, 15, 20 years in that, and you thrive in that something. You can be more of something than somebody who just came from high school with a master's degree. I mean, came from something with a master's degree in that same field. I would prefer that person who have all that experience, who have done that and done well in it, then because you say you have a master's degree. Now, there's no way I'm not putting down education or whatever, but the experience also matters. That's why when we graduate, they always say, do you have experience? They don't just take the job and give it to you. They will give it to someone with experience before. They will even give it to one that just came from, school. So to undermine and downplay experience of that magnitude, I thought that was just crazy. Unless the person record shows something else that they were doing nothing there, but they were not performing, they don't have all of those things, and you can say, okay, she doesn't have the credentials, she doesn't have the experience, or her record shows that she performed poorly, and I don't think she should be the one. But if the person, there was none of that, I don't know why the piece of paper, all of these people, even the one in Akron said doctor all over the place, who have destroyed this country. I mean, like I said, once again, I'm not putting down education, right? Myself, I got my degrees. I don't want anybody to put it down to, but let's be honest for a moment. The most of the way they can make it so much like all this, when you have the degree name standing, or you got a 10 master studying, or the person with one something with experience, they're not qualified. It's ridiculous. Because all of the BB education, all it's done is to corrupt our country and plunge it into chaos. That's over the years, that's what it did. But anyways, guys, let's wrap this up.
Coming on our same issue. I had during my
Sonia, just wrap that in your closing.
I had a guest lecturer as a college when I was attending. He was a medical doctor. He came to give us some emphasis on how we should operate as a healthcare practitioner or somebody. So this Dr. King, he said that the hospital you want to go work with, said a lot of doctors that can just come in. He said, so you got to be very careful with the nurses. He said there was a nurse there that had 30 years experience. That more than 4 or 5 doctors. 5 or 4 doctors, the new one. He said because that woman operated with more than 100 doctors. So she get vast experience in more sicknesses than even the new one that coming.
Yeah, they just can't.
You know what they need to apply for this? She know what they need to apply for this that work. She get a lot of different experience in all those stuff. It just as what we just saying just now. The Liberian government should take the 2 people that just do that advertisement where he played to us now that was doing nothing. The Ministry of Information should take them and carry them on a tour to educate Liberian people.
Like jingle-like thing.
Yeah, so these people, they can be the best instructor to explain what they did. They can teach the people. They put video, go in the rural community and put video on. They part of the video where you watch channel, you know what it mean, what to do to be educating people. But the government, instead of taking those people, they know that one. It's a good jingle to educate people on it. This is how most Liberians will hear you're sitting there more out there. This is how we think. And when they educate people that way, you will see Liberia will be better. Like my brother Mario was on the show, he talking about are they geography, are they the one. Then he say, I'm gonna go out American Googles to tell me about Wolokisi Mountain. What American Google gotta do with Wolokisi Mountain? Google ever enter a Wolokisi Mountain? Why you tell them that what they will put there? They didn't go there.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go ask American Wolokisi. You, our geologists in Liberia, will not ask you. You say I'm gonna go Google. You that say you do geography in Liberia, read geography. You can't.
Yeah, but they didn't say he had to go something Wolokisi Mountain.
No, not that, but hey, but so, that's why you do estimate 4 billion. And even let me tell you the fact. If Liberia was real, Wolokisi was rich. The people will not join. They will join over Lango Mountain and go straight to Wolokisi.
Maybe they studied it. That's why he was saying that he did that.
You mean Lango that came to Liberia? They look at all the mountains in Liberia. The one they knew that they had best inside. That's what they went for. When Boma came, the one they knew that they had best inside. That's what they went for. If Wolokisi was best than Boma, they were best than Bombing Hill. They were best than Lango. They will go straight there. They will join over all the other ones and go there. You see what they want way Lango. From Buchanan all the way to Lango.
But don't you think it's because of the geographical location too? Like
no. It doesn't matter. There's
access it is to get to Buchanan Port.
The river that coming from where how they call the place? From Lofa straight to the sea. They will use that route, that route.
Where?
Simple. The Lofa River. They get 2 rivers that coming. Lofa River coming from Lofa, from Guinea, all the way to the sea between Sierra Leone and Liberia. A little bit navigable. They could use the train to outside and come. It doesn't matter. Any one of the people see that play a risk, they'll go for it. You think they get 10 billion down sitting there with Gisi, how many billion sitting down there? Which are the Liberian geographers that selling that thing? All the people that are teaching, they know nothing like that estimate. They didn't get nothing. They say, I'm going to ask American Google.
Thank you, Mr.
What do I ask American Google when
that boy is good. Let's go. Bye. Thank you, Lord.
Look, I mean, yeah, no, it was a good one. You know, for me, when I listen to people, and how most time people say, oh, I'm not for CDC, I'm not for Unity Party, I'm not for no political party. Sometimes in my mind, I care less what side you support. I'm not interested in the side you support. What I'm interested in, what I'm interested in when you decide to talk, your position is what will determine as to what side you are. So needless for you to tell me the side whether you support political party, don't support. I'm not interested in that. Because if you come on the show, you tell me I don't support no political party, then you come out and say nothing has changed. I hold you by your position that your nothing has changed. I will determine whether that is a opposition position or a neutral position. Look.
Yeah, but he has the reason though. He said what he want to see personally.
Recently, right? I posted something on my page. I said, if you're allergic to good news, get ready. And Brazil said because you'll be suffocated with the good news. Oh yeah. I think you get almost like 400-500 views now, something like that. I put it a few days ago. Because the good news will come every day. The country got to move forward. Whether you like it or not. For so long, the country has just been, and the politicians that succeeded in making the people to love the money of the country. They make the people to love, because we have a country where the country was a rogue state. A rogue state. Where even the foreign donors, they're asking your government to say, stop stealing our money. Can you imagine that? That's the exact word. Start taking our money from in our account unknown to us. You know, you have a government now, at least try. Imagine if what the other people used to pull out, they were going to use that to do something different. COVID not even hit so high in Liberia. They use COVID to say, oh, they took 30 million, they do that, this and that, just to steal money. They took advantage. You say pull out. At the same time, the government managed to take our budget to 1.something billion. Even the man who proposed that he was going to take the budget to 1 billion, supposed to commend the government. Oh, this was my plan. Our plan to take the country budget to 1 billion. Saying you have taken it to 1 billion is a good thing. You're not able to say it because of politics. But not to say much, the country will move forward. We just hope that the President Baka, should not renege. He should continue doing the right thing. He should continue holding the government officials feet to the fire. He should continue making the country a responsible country. A lot more will come. I give it back to you. Thank you.
Amen. Try to do your closing and do your opening and closing.
Well, thank you so much for having me on. I'd like to say good day to you guys and good evening, good morning to each and everyone. I've been following the conversation. I just thought to play the listening role. And I appreciate you guys for all of the analysis makes around all of the various topics in relation to how Liberia should make progress. And that has always been the trends of our politics. And as a student of politics and somebody who understands administration from different angles, it is obvious that opposition or those who always come to checkmate, they will not want to play the role you think they will play in history. Opposition has always been opposition. No matter what you do, we as supporter or whatsoever sympathizer to this government, we always have to stand our ground to checkmate this information, right? So I will not waste my time demonizing them and saying all sorts of things, because we know the kind of people that are in opposition. And I can understand sometimes when you're in opposition, you want to say things, but it's good sometimes. Let's acknowledge some things. Opposition will always be opposition, but for a country, I think it is important that we look beyond our political party, our association with certain group, to see that it's about country at a certain point in time. But some people misconstrue the purpose of being opposition. So at the end of the day, their missions are not accomplished. They contradict their existence as a citizen, as a patriot of the nation. So you do not see any sincerity and honesty comment. And counter argument as regards to policy statement coming from them. So at the end of the day, we always dive into these merry-making politics. At the end of the day, we're not seeing the ultimate goal of our country. So one of the things that really enthused me again is, I know sometimes we have disagreement, but it's very sometimes fun. We try to state our disagreement with us and see the reason or some of the very, very, like a concrete fact, point out to source that talk about this thing is not a realistic thing in our country. And that brings me to the issue where Brother Moses said there's no resources in our country. I mean, it's very important to listen to that. I think we should try to We should not be here and forget to know that there are studies being done, not only at the University of Liberia, but other universities, even our country that I come. When the president just came, I think, Brother Moses, you misquoted what the president said. The president said there are previous studies being done, but they will urge the American government to do their own study. And when people were lambasting the study, the president, and even said, why say you saying the American government should kind of do different studies? The other study is done, is not enough. We came on this platform, we said, no, that is America we're talking about. They have different interests. If they have to come to your country, they'll have to do their own survey. They will have to do their own assessment to know what are you talking about, that you say you have documents to show that there's a mirror in Liberia. They will have to do their own survey and whatsoever study they have to do to believe that what you're saying is true, right? So every country has different interests when it comes to assessment on mineral. It is true that we have mineral. It is not something that is just been said. There are empirical facts to these things. Past government did some surveys. The Ellen Johnson government, they did some study on these minerals. And you hear me talking about there is no oil, then how are we signing the total deal? I mean, let's sometimes be careful sometimes when we put this information out there. Because we had a very new generation. Sometimes we talk about opposition not being truthful, but we have to be very, very careful as to how we see certain things out there. Because when you go, it's very, very hard to be repaired. So I just thought to make that clarity in my closing. And I mean, it was a very good show. And I believe that we'll always be here to checkmate some of these contradictions, the misinformations. And we not regret the kind of change that we make in history. Because in history, everyone plays their part in making change. Everyone, opposition will see it another way. People who that we were going against to take them for power, they saw it another way, and they regretted some of the things that they did. There's no way we can there's no way we can exaggerate development. The people themselves speak out. They say some of these things. There are evidence of some of these things going on. Right? That video you're playing, it was a very exaggerating video, and I saw it like that brother, the two brother was a very patriotic Liberian. They understood that the kind of way people understand politics in Liberia. Yeah, they kind of way people understand politics in Liberia, it is just to be condemnatory to everything. If it is happening, if it is not about their quote-unquote political leader or those that they believe in, they want to condemn it. And as I listened to all of it, I was laughing at certain points about when you said we should listen keenly. The logic I grabbed is, if you try to do all of the good things, there are people will be there that will condemn it. And I think we should appreciate the president. Always will come on the platform when we have a time. Like you said, it's challenging sometimes to come in town. But you know, this is America. You have to pay all the bills. It's a good thing to be here. I would like to say thanks to each and everyone that has tried to be here listening to whatsoever things. Attention will help in the comment section. Share as you can. Let's grow this platform as we always do. Like Amy always said, we are not neutral. We don't have neutrality because in history, it's a threat to be a neutral person. You have to have a side. Whether you're independent, you have a side. Whether you're opposition or imposition, you have a side. But I believe always that it's for Mama Labra. Thank you very much, and we'll always will promise to be here tomorrow, inshallah.
Amy, can I take 5 seconds?
5 seconds.
Yeah, the first thing, brother, I think you completely misquoted me. You misunderstood me. I never said there's no oil in Liberia. You probably were not listening to me. I never said the country ain't got mineral. I never said that. What I said was that I said there's prospect. Even right now, just recently, the deal that I think the House passed was to the still funding means as to whether Liberia, there's no empirical fact to say we have oil. There's a prospect. What I said was that I said even there are a whole lot of assessment can be made for a country to reach to the point to say, we have this. There are a whole lot of assessment, there are a whole lot of testing can be conducted. Even make reference on Angola. I never say Liberia got mineral. I never say Liberia got oil. That's not what I say. You probably misquoted me. You misunderstood me. Probably you were doing selective hearing, but I never said that. You can go back to the video and replay 100 times. I never said that.
So
real quick, did you just say there's no empirical fact? You kept saying something. What is empirical fact? Should I say some links, research link that shows that Labro has ore, Labro has the Wilgizi Mountain with minerals? You kept saying there's no empirical fact. What is empirical fact in the context of what we're discussing here?
So you want us to open a different conversation?
Pandora.
I ask you a question. What is an empirical fact to a study?
100%. 100%.
There's no 100% survey to show that there's no mineral.
To say what? I think you still not getting me though.
Okay, guys.
You really still not getting me.
Well, maybe we need to talk
I'm
about.
not getting you because if we run this video, it will show that you said there is no mirror. You even said at a certain point in time to Imara is assuming, and in assumption, it means you're not sure of what you're saying. You clearly said that to Emmanuel.
I never said there's no mineral in the country.
You're not conclude. It's okay.
But Soiree, the Orenco did at the jet park. The Orenco contract the horse was just fighting over. What do you think you were for?
All right, thank you.
The Orenco, what do you think you were for?
Thank you.
To come and see whether the
run to again.
Continue, guys. We'll talk about anything. Continue to share the show. I'm here tonight. You guys have already said it all, and the last video we just watched, like Mr. David said, this should be a jingle, right? For that, maybe when people listen to these guys, they will kind of see it. I know we make fun all the time, but when you listen to someone else saying it, you can be like, that sounds silly. Is that how we, looking at things like that? It will wake some people up, So these kind of stuff should be like a jingle ministry of information. All OBS will never be the same. You can play this thing to something, This is a good something. Jingle is and I like his posture, the way he was. Oh man, don't give me a hard time here. Those it's a good thing that they should go ahead and play. But anyway, nevertheless, back to the US. I know somebody said I got driving away my Eagles gear this tonight. Even though they whooped our bird, they broke their wings last night, but it's okay. It's all right. We're still in the playoffs, right?
So when I say you're supporting Eagle, you're supporting her?
What are you talking about? I moved to Texas and doesn't mean my
That's very
in Delaware County.
Yeah, what else was
don't play her.
I bleed green, baby. Fly Eagles fly. What are you talking about? Texas. I can't even find Texas. I can't even fly Eagles get in here because why? It's Dallas Cowboys, and even he's still Texas, but it's still a rival state, right? So when me and my little people wearing our Eagles gear, and people looking at us like, "You Eagles fan?"
They can't stop.
But anyways, we're in the playoffs. AJ Brown and Jalen Hurts let us down last night. We don't know what was going on, but I know they will go regroup and come back.
They have to regroup.
You go to win that time they can lose.
That your narrative, your sabotaging. I read that ball last night, and he went to that ball. They should have, even my 11-year-old, the way he saw that, he said, "You should have ran the ball, Jenny." He was mad last night. But I think it's okay. We're still in the playoffs. We'll come back strong. And thank you, everyone, for something. That's why I'm rocking my Eagles gear. Somebody said I get driving. I burst away. Just because I beat my birds. Just because my birds did not fly last night doesn't mean they will not fly again. Okay, don't get it twisted. We gotta motivate them to fly. Okay, fly Eagles fly. But anyway, guys, thank you so much. We'll be here, guys. Hopefully tomorrow. I don't think I have any homework. Hopefully tomorrow we'll be here. Thank you so much for sticking with us, for tuning in, for being patient so much. Like you see Tyra coming from work. Everybody, like we are all curl up in the back. Everybody got some kind of personal people. We just not trying to let the black one die, so we forced it to come on and stuff and something. And thank you so much for sticking with us. Continue to share it, and let's make this work for Mama Liberia.
I was waiting last night, no way.
So, thank you so much.
I thought you can be the host now.